count down? It just started.
Yeah, you see them numbers on the front. Yeah. All right, shalom, shalom. First off, we want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM,
YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the rest of the hopeful elect, the men of Yashala, which is the nation of Israel, that making their bodies a living sacrifice for our Lord and our Savior Yahushua Mashiach. Running the dot loins, being menaced, the Heavenly Father Yahweh required us to be overseers, watchmen, into the house of Israel, which consists of so-called blacks, Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, people with so-called Negro and Indian descent. So once again, we back out here in the year of prophecy 2020. A lot of things are moving fast. You know what I'm saying? And us being the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shemashah, and Yahweh being our mediator, we're here to bring forth a message, man. To bring forth the time again to get you knowledge of the Bible, man. Because we living in, we always, at the end of the day, the whole world is surrounded by biblical times. I'm gonna say that, but we're here to give our people understanding, those that have ears to hear and understand of what's going on. So we're gonna go in pretty much the hand of the Lord, man, because the Lord is using his power on the left and the right hand side. Go ahead, I'll start at verse 17.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 17. It say, "For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up."
Romans. Yeah, Romans.
Shit, I'm
sorry. Come. I'm gonna bring it back. It's Romans chapter 9, verse 17. It say, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee."
Right, so we in the time where the Lord showing his power. Who's the Pharaoh today? Esau, Edom, man. Just like during the time of Moses, the other scriptures using how the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh. He doing the same thing with Esau. He gonna do the same thing with these troops, etc., man. You know, I said just to what? Show his power and his glory. So the Lord is showing his power and his glory through what? Judgment of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Fires over there in Australia, wars, rumors of wars, you know what I'm saying? Chariot sites, all that is in the power and the hands of the Lord. Even what we doing to this day. Being the kingdom of heaven, the church of the Most High, preaching his word, man. And it's coming to pass. It's not being took down, because this is not of men. This is of the Most High. Keep going,
It say, "And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth."
Right. So who declared the name of the Lord throughout the earth? The children of Israel. Esau, these Edomites, so-called white men, are declaring the name of the Lord, man. They create religion. They create all these different doctrines and false gods throughout the earth, man. These are the heathens. It's only the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Spanish, who the true bloodline of Jacob, through the spirit that we believe in, is declaring the name of the Lord throughout the four corners of the earth. And it's a small remnant at that, man. So that's another power in the works of Yahweh Shemashah. Because brothers could be anywhere in the world doing anything, man, being niggas, etc. It's more things we could be in the world than doing this right now, man. But this is by the Holy Spirit and the power of Yahweh Shemashah. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau didn't give us these breakdowns, man. They'd be amazed when they see so-called black man reading the Bible, reading a book at that, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, we ain't getting paid, we ain't getting, you know what I'm saying? So that's just by the works of the Most High.
This verse 18. It say, "Therefore hath he," Salakia. It say, "Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will home mercy."
Right. So we know the Lord gonna have mercy who he ever have mercy on, man. Hey, just like we through the spirit use somebody in Australia, the Lord out there judging the animals, bro. Sometimes you be thinking like, damn, the animals, they ain't passing laws and they ain't out here doing this, but the Lord judging them, man. So how much more than people that's not believers, man? You know what I'm saying? Which the Lord judgments is righteous, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the Lord have mercy on who he have mercy on, man.
I got a quick query. This is Isaiah 14:1. "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel."
Right. So the Lord has a chosen people, chosen other chosen, which is the elect of Israel, which is Jacob, man, not Esau. You know what I'm saying? And who only came out of Jacob? The 12 tribes of Israel, from Judah down to Issachar, man. You know what I'm saying? The house of Joseph, which in some scriptures in parallel speaks of Ephraim. You know what I'm saying? And Manasseh at that, man. So those are the only people that the Lord's gonna have mercy upon. And this time it's going to be a small remnant. But at the end of the day, Israel is going to rule in the earth, man. You know, and Jacob's name was ordained to Israel for those that didn't know.
That was the point. People have much to say right now.
Still 18.
I pretty much want you to keep up with that whole chapter.
I'm going to bring verse 18 back and say, "Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he hardened."
Right, so the Lord gonna harden hearts, man. Hey, this truth ain't for everybody, man. It said in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, they say scoffers walking after their own lust. They not doing it because they think they doing it of their own will. But they, just like it's the spirit of the prophets, subject to the prophets. You got the spirit of the scoffers, the Pharisees. Yeah, all that, man. So, hey, you got a lot of people hearts that's offended. You know what I'm saying? That's can't receive this truth, bugged out, all type of stuff, man. That's all by the will of the Lord, man. That's why you supposed to fear YAHAWAH, man. The Lord blesses any curses. Give me Baruch 4:29. BAHASHAM, real quick. Hold that. Since we speaking on the power of the Lord, man, because we declare the name YAHAWAH throughout the earth, man. We're not just proclaiming the name, man. It's power within that name. They say the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it, man. We won't be running to it if there's no power. You know, people gonna find out that Caesar Bro's here, but you call Jesus Christ, ain't no power behind that. Buddha, etc., ain't no power behind that, man. You got that out?
Yeah. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 29. For he hath brought these plagues upon you, Salakia. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation.
Right, so the same power that put these curses, because brothers know these curses is fucked up, man. These curses is hell. You realize ain't no coming out of these curses, no matter how much money, whatever, what four corners of the earth you go, these curses is gonna be upon you, man. So how much more when the Lord bring them blessings upon you, man? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be glorious, they're gonna be great. So the Lord heart he have mercy, we have mercy on, man. You know? Get that read that back the last read.
Khan, this is Romans chapter 9, verse 18. It say, therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will have and whom he will pardon.
Right, that's why you're supposed to lean on your own understanding. Trust upon the Lord. The Lord's ways is not our ways. The Lord gonna have mercy who he want to have mercy upon. If the Lord say, hey, the salvation is only for the Jews or the Israelites at that, Gentiles can't make it, so fucking be it, man. The Lord does what he wants to do. The Lord, that's why you're supposed to fear the Lord more than you love the Lord, man. Get Psalms, I think that's 66:5. Because the works of the Lord is terrible, man, but his judgment is righteous, man. So if you follow the decrees of the Lord, the commandments, the duties that the Lord set forth, he'll bless you. But if you go outside of that, the Lord is going to judge you.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 66 and verse 5. Come and see the works of Yahawah. He is terrible. His doings toward the children of man.
Right. We know the children of man is going into that either. But in men in general, man, people in the flesh, the Lord works is terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord judge children, little kids, whatever, man. But if you're going off your own understanding, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be offended by who the Lord have mercy upon. That's why people think, oh, why the Lord hate? Or, you know what I'm saying, why the Lord hates so-called white people? Or why the Lord ain't dealing with this? Why the Lord ain't dealing with that? Why we can't eat what we want to eat? Why we can't do this to that? Because the Lord just said so. You know what I'm saying? What's that Psalms 115 and 3? The Lord do pretty much whatever he pleases, man. He created everything. He created and through the Spirit, if you would elect, you the first fruits, man. So you was given a blueprint to put things forth as well, man.
I just don't even make sense. You asking the father, or you asking your father, well, Dad, why come I can't do this? Son, because I said so. I don't have to explain nothing to you. I'm your father, the same way he is our Heavenly Father. He do whatever he want to do, man. His ways are not our ways anyway. We would never understand the judgments and nothing that he has outside of his word.
But the secret things, because YAHAWASHI revealed through the word, we understand why the Lord judged through what's it. Now, we don't understand on the level we understand why I choose because of reincarnation, things like that. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, how it could be someone that, you know what I'm saying, that ain't, let's say somebody steal a car, or he'd go to jail for like, Lord, a judge him, and he'd be sitting in jail 3 to 5 years. But you got a nigga that's out raping people, and he in and out of jail 2 3 weeks at a time. You know what I'm saying? The Lord just judge, but at the end of the day, it say it will not, at the end, it will not go well with the wicked, man. So a lot of people the Lord just keeping them alive just to judge them worse at the end, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and that's why people hearts are set to do evil, because judgment ain't pretty much came forth, man. Keep going on that out.
This is verse 19. It say, thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
Right, you cannot resist the will of YAHAWASHI, man. You know, at the end of the day, so we just here to push this word. We're not forcing it upon you. You know what I'm saying? We just here to give you this truth because this is through faith, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's for your ears to hear, you gonna hear it. If it's for you to see, the Lord give you eyes to see, you gonna see it, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to convince you, man. We here to only thing. Now we can persuade you, convince you that these false doctrines that you went to, that's wrong, that's off. But as far as this word, this is faith-based, man. There's nothing we can say 100% definite that is a guarantee you're going to be saved. Or it's a guarantee you're going to be on the chair, man. Don't let that be a stumbling block into you, but our people don't have no faith, man.
The only thing that we can guarantee is if you're an Israelite, you will receive the kingdom. But you might have to die first on this side and be rebirthed through the elect. That's the only thing that's promised.
Yeah. Definitely. That's why, you know, in the world, when you say Lord willing, I don't know if y'all sit around Jake and generally say Lord willing, especially
like what? Huh?
Like Lord willing. But if you say, hey, I'll be there, they take your word for it and be good because they have trusted men. But if you say Lord willing, they're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you still coming? Like,
where that come from?
Right. But our people, boy, they destroy. That's a stumbling block. That lack of faith, man. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that's why the Lord say He is the Spirit. You must worship in the Spirit. Man. This is not of a flesh thing. That's why I said if it's a sure thing, it ain't faith. You know? Go ahead,
Come. This is verse 20. It say, nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against Yahawah? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me this?
Right, just like the brother was saying, who was you to speak against the Father that created you, man? You know what I'm saying? How could, and that's just like Esau with these damn robots, man. Here it is, Esau creating these robots, but you worshiping them. How could you worship something that you created? So why would the Lord consider justify your doings if He didn't already made you and made everything already, man? You know what I'm saying? Through the Spirit. Keep going. It go further into it.
Okay. Verse 21 say, hath not the potter power over the clay, and of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor, and another unto dishonor.
Right, so the Lord got different vessels, one's to honor and some to dishonor. Esau, well, he's a vessel made to dishonor. He's a vessel of destruction that's going to go into that. And we are what? A vessel unto honor. Why? Because we praise Him and honoring YAHAWASHI. That's why earlier in that scripture, that's why I say his hands make the clay.
Yeah,
right, that's just like, you know what I'm saying, you tying your shoe, but your shoe telling me, damn, why you tying me so hard, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, the Most High has His hands all through this. So the Lord has a vessel to dishonor and a vessel to honor. You know what I'm saying? He got a vessel to destroy, to do the evilness and the wickedness, bring martial law, Jacob's trouble, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Who someone has to be the lot of Esau. Someone has to be the adversary, man. Someone has to play the role of Satan. Someone has to play the role of devil, which deceive people, man. And you got deceivers in the house of Israel, man. But you got to have a balance. You got to have someone to teach the truth. You know what I'm saying? What the Lord didn't send Noah? What the Lord didn't send Moses? What the Lord didn't send Jeremiah? It'd have been an unjust balance. It wouldn't have been no rebuke. That's why the Lord said it's no cloak for your sins. So why would the Lord bring all this judgment and wasn't nobody warned about it? Right. We'd just be totally fucked up. And that would defeat the purpose. The Lord would have just destroyed us all and just started all over again. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord has to send messengers to bring that verse back. So you got vessels for honor and dishonor, man.
Verse 21 says, hath not the potter power over the clay, and of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Right, so the Most High is the potter, we the clay. The Lord do whatsoever he wants to at the end of the day. He created everything. Isaiah 45:7, the Lord said He made good and evil. You know, He wound and He healed. It's just that simple. It's not who over the Most High. Like, people going too deep, man. You know, but it's also just an excuse for them not to get right, man. You know? Keep going. Get that verse, the rest of that verse.
This is verse 22. Say, what if Yahawah, willing to show His wrath and to make His power known, endured with much long suffering the vessel of wrath fitted to destruction?
Right, so Esau is just a vessel of wrath fitted to destruction, man. Because his end is destruction. His ass is going into slavery for 1,000 years, and he gonna be pretty much a stubble. You know, so everything he doing is in vain. 2/3 of people on that broad way of they not going through that straight gate. They on that broad way of destruction because they following the ways of this world. They're gonna take the market of beasts, which is the RFID market chip, man. They just like back then, our people bow down to Baal, golden calf, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? So Esau, he's just a vessel of a wrath made it for destruction. Because what? It say he come down with great wrath because he have a short period of time, man. In Revelation, the 12th chapter, man. 12 and 12. So at the end of the day, the Lord is declared this thing. Get that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and cursings. Therefore, choose life, that both you and thy seed may live.
Hey, right. So the Lord gave you a choice. Why? Because he had different vessels. He got a vessel to honor and a vessel to dishonor. He say, I'd rather you choose life over death, man. So you have to know that death is there for you able to choose life, man. And we understand that. That's why we're trying to choose life.
Who was he talking to? He was talking to the nation of Israel. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 8, verse 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, said the Lord. Moreover, thou shalt say unto them, thus said the Lord, shall they fall and not arise? Shall they turn away and not return? Why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backsliding? They hold fast deceit and they refuse to return.
Right, so our people refuse to return, man. Get that beginning part that you read.
It says, this is Jeremiah 8 and 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family.
Right. That's why the Lord say, I send a sinful kingdom. That's talking about the nation of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? Why they is evil family? Why does death come forth? Why? Because they backslide, have increased, man. They continue to walk in iniquity, despising the word of YAHAWASHI. You know what I'm saying? Not accepting the balance that the Lord have set up, man. Not fearing the Lord. That's all Esau did it with pretty much Christianity. They told you to fear me and love the Most High, man. So that's why people were like, well, I'm going to do what the hell man say at the end of the day. But then the Lord, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to just be reasonable. I'm going to have ass about it, man. That's not how it works, man. You supposed to fear the, you supposed to love the Most High because the Lord is a merciful power, of course. They say perfect love casts out fear. But the Lord wants you to fear him. We out here through the Holy Spirit. Want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say that, right. That's why the Lord said, fear not who can destroy the body, but who can destroy the body and the soul.
The Lord can destroy the body and the soul through that second death in the ways of hell, man. And the Lord going to do it by fire this time. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no escaping that. You know? Keep going on that,
This is verse 23. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 23. It say, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessel of mercy.
Right, who's the vessel of mercy? The elect, man. Who's the Lord gonna show his treasures glory into? The elect. That's why I said they're gonna be willing in the day of our power. Hey, because we gonna receive some of that glory on this side, man. We really getting the real glory now. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem like it now, but in the kingdom of heaven, if you're the elect and you look back on works we doing now, that's gonna be a very precious, beautiful thing, man. Now to us, we fools for YAHAWASHI, made a spectacle, of course. We made me and mocked of, laughed, demonized, persecuted. But in the kingdom, just like YAHAWASHI is being praised amongst us, you know what I'm saying? Of course, YAHAWASHI gonna be praised forever, but that's how the whole world and nation of Israel is gonna praise pretty much the first fruits. Especially the men of Israel that's come out and make themselves a sacrifice, man.
That's why the scripture say, I will give you praise and fame in the land where I have scattered you.
Yeah. Where you was put to shame, man.
Yeah, kind.
Because sometimes you feel, you know what I'm saying, you have a little shame here and there, you know, the curses. Then on top of that, you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying, the persecution of the Lord because you preparing yourself for temptation. You know, you add to that affliction when you come in this truth, basically, man. But you free yourself, you know what I'm saying, spiritually. You know, because the Lord work ain't a burden, man. It's really a therapy. Because outside of the truth, man, brothers would be fucked up. Okay. Brothers couldn't do videos and shit. Like you would be antsy to hurt people, man. Like real talk. And what that was Esau trying to make us out to be. And we just peaceful men. Our warfare ain't carnal, man. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as these devils try to make a move and they put a hand, that's when the Lord's gonna bring that divine intervention into power, man. So they know it's gonna be a balance, man. When Esau turned for the worst, he come with that great wrath. The Lord is gonna come with this, man. Bring that verse back out.
Con, this is verse 23. It say, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessel of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
Right, so the elect was already prepared for the glory, man. That vessels of mercy is the elect, man. We just vessels. Vessels to dishonor and vessels to honor. We just vessels to honor. Lord willing, we are dirt to the end, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going on.
Con, verse 24 say, even us whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
Hey, right, because at the end of the day, we teach through indication. Because you have people, when we say so-called blacks, Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, you have people that's Israelites that's watching this probably in China somewhere, and they don't think, well, damn, I ain't no Hispanic, I ain't no black, I ain't no Native American. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, I might not be receiving salvation. Well, really, through the Spirit, you probably more than likely an Israelite. If you take a heed to us watching, so-called, number one, first of all, we black, man. Let's just be 100. Don't nobody got nothing. If we ain't doing nothing negative or doing no coonery, the world don't give a damn about it, man. So if the Spirit is manifesting with you to watch brothers, elders, and apostles on down from the youngest brother and the Spirit to the oldest brother, man, you could be an Israel if you take heed of sincerity. Because you got vessels that come on there and scoff, you know, Ricky, etc. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you take heed and you so-called don't see your so-called nationality lineage on it, you could be an Israelite, man.
Not even knowing, because Israel was scattered abroad through the whole world. Generations after generations down, you will look like some of the other nations. Like if he was in China, if he was to have a child in 5 years, well, 5 generations down, his child will look what? Chinese. So if your spirit resonate with this word and resonate with the name Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, 9 times out of 10, you an Israelite. Because the name is dreadful among the heathens. They can't even say the name.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and you got 2 different forms of Gentiles. And this is where the Lord, that's why I say the vessels of mercy that's able to receive this knowledge can understand that, man. You got the Gentiles just mean they just take it and run with it when it's definitions to words, man. You got natural, that's why I say what John 7:35, where he go amongst the disperse of the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles. So for him to teach the Gentiles, which he was talking about Israelites, he had to go amongst those that was considered Gentiles, man.
What's that? 2 Corinthians 12:1 or 10:1 that say, ye know in times past that you were Gentiles, carried away to dumb idols. The dumb idols is what made you Gentiles.
Right. If you was born, you could be an Israelite, but if you was born in Arabia, you're gonna be sick. Because guess what? You go over there in China, they got literally ghettos for and they blacker than us, bro. You would never see them. Argentina. You Google Argentinians, or you put Afro in front of them, because this keyword, you put Afro Argentina, it look just straight like Jake, bro. But you tap up the average Argentinian, you will see a so-called white man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Israelites, you got so-called Jakes, black people all over the place, man.
And to prove his point furthermore, we were Gentiles. If you calling yourself black, African American, any of these
bywords,
you are a Gentile, because you don't know that you are Israelite.
Right? They say, well, we're not Gentiles in the flesh. Before we woke up to this truth, we was calling ourselves Negro, Mexicans.
Black,
right? Black,
African
American, all those.
How you gonna be African and American?
That was bugged out. And all those came from slavery, man. So that proves that, like the scripture say, you still in captivity to this day, because you still discontinue from your heritage. And this is taught by Yahawah by Shema Shah. These devils not teaching you this in these schools, man. They're not telling you this on TV. They're not telling you this in no damn rap songs, which a lot of these new rap artists know they Israelites, but they can't. Just hold on to that though. You can get it, but I can stand up. But they not only the men of the Lord is saying this, man. But Jake's so simple would take a nigga like Kendrick Lamar. Say I'm an Israelite. Or it take Future got a song out, yeah, he ain't really rapping about it, but you know, it's just the title. He just throw a little hit in there, man. You know, even Drake got a song called "Still Here" when he talk about the Lion and Judah, But he was going off because he on the 6-point star shit, House of David. But at the end of the day, that's what Jake is going to take heed to. But they not going to get the glory and the praise for it, man. The Lord's going to bring honor upon those that stood for righteousness, that proclaim. Who did they learn from? Romans 10 and 14, how should they call on him? Except they have a teacher, man. So someone had to come out here through the Spirit, the elders and apostles, Abba was on down to bring forth this gospel, man. To bring forth this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Shalom, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, BARAK. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the Lord got vessels to teach, man. So all these proverbs and bywords, all that shit was just a stumbling block, man. Keeping people blind. They had something on.
Oh, that was right. I'll pass it right back to you.
Bring out that shit.
Because this is a curse that the nation of Israel went under, and we started to come out of it. But this is it, though.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. It say, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue.
Discontinue means stop.
Right. It say, from thy heritage that I gave thee.
How? Because we went into slavery and they beat it out of us. We didn't know nothing about Judah, Benjamin, right. Levi, Simeon. No, what was your name? Toby,
right.
Yeah.
What's your name? Toby. They beat the shit out of our backs and beat our nationality out of us, man. And we forgot who we were until about 1960, 1970, man. But the spirit of the Most High is back on us now, and this is Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. And that's what you see now, man. The curse is being lifted. Deuteronomy 30 and 7, they is being put on our enemies now.
Yeah.
That's why the so-called white man is all doped up out of his mind. He eating out the trash can, and that's a good thing. Kwam Yasharala, all praise to the Most High, man.
Hey, because Esau know that he's a curse. He's a vagabond and he's a fugitive. So Esau, people knowing that Esau is a curse, bro.
That's right.
So the curse is on him. Hey, that's fucked up. Esau actually know he know his heritage. That's a curse that's on, bro. And it's a blessing unto us, man.
He been trying to hide his from us, and he been trying to hide ours from us also.
Yeah.
But through the spirit of the Most High, it's all being revealed, man.
Right, they say the truth shall spring out of earth. Righteous shall look down flat.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So that, like brother said, that's the Holy Spirit. It's saying in our captivity we shall remember ourselves.
And think upon his name.
Right, which is the name of YAHAWASHI, man. You know?
So in the land of our captivity, we remember ourselves and think upon his name. So we will wake up to who we is, and we wake up to what? The name.
I mean, that's our captivity.
Yeah.
Hey, this our captivity and shit. We want to get the fuck out of here, man. We served our time, man.
We're ready to go home, man. We've been locked up for years.
Because we've been locked up. We did our time. And guess what? That'll be like the brothers, like I said. We said the 1960s, 1970s. We just been influenced ever since then. Since we got the word.
And that's just in it. That's just according to this lifespan, man. This ain't the only heathen we'd have been in captivity under, man. So in the eyes of the Most High, which we done been divorced and brought back and forth, the Lord is gonna fulfill it, bring us back together now.
Hey, and the crazy part about it though, even the Esau system, man, you do your time, you do your crime, you do your time, and you go home. Yeah. We did our crime, we did our time, and he still what? Don't want to let us go. Damn, still don't want to let us go.
Yeah, and that's the spirit, because he's going into that Romans the 9th, where the Lord say harden the heart of Pharaoh, man. So Esau, at the end of the day, it's gonna take and that's the thing. We not about to catch planes over to Israel. No, the Lord is gonna take us out this place, man. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, this ain't gonna be no place once we leave here, man. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit. Keep
man,
going,
they fucking Edomites with these.
In that Romans or Jeremiah?
No, that Romans.
Yeah, shit.
Nah, I think he was at 19.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he was in the 9th chapter.
he was at like 23 though.
No, 24. I can bring it back though.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 24. It say, even us whom he hath called, not the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
Hey, right. So we in a time where the multitude, the Israelite confusion, the foreigners is finna come into the fold, man, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. Is they waking up pushing the word?
It say the Jews, because the Jews was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and the Gentiles were the rest of the tribes. Because if you're not a Jew, you are what? Gentile.
Right.
And Jews is who? The southern kingdom. Southern kingdom stayed in Jerusalem, right? And everybody else left. So they didn't know nothing about YAHAWASHI. Only the Jews did.
The Jews.
Right, because the northern kingdom, they pretty much fell away from their heritage first. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit.
They were the first ones on the slave ships.
Yeah, they were the first ones to just continue from their heritage. They was the first ones to be dispersed, you know, to a certain extent. So when we was during the time of Romans, etc., they was calling it the Jews. They couldn't, distinct between Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So they just, which was kind of another about word to a certain extent, man. You know what I'm saying? But that proves to the fact that they know who we are just by that word in itself. That's why they call themselves Jewish or Israeli, man. And that word Jew, I'm gonna say ish, it just means pertaining to do, pertaining to. It's not pertaining to a bloodline, it's pertaining to their type of relationship and trying to keep the laws and etc. to a certain
Or to be like, or to act like.
Yeah, to act like.
Because if I was to call you girlish, it don't mean you're a girl, but you acting like a girl. If I was to call you devilish, don't mean you are the devil, but you acting like a devil. Israelite is a bloodline descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Israeli is a person that lived in the land of Israel.
Ain't it
Right.
during the Holocaust, they pushed a lot of them Jews into Israel too, right?
Jews like to say it again?
Remember that in the Holocaust, the Germans, they pushed a lot of them Jews,
Yeah, that
or those
Holocaust
Jewish.
shit, well, that was all made up. You go into the history, it was a hoax. It was all a joke. It was just something that they did. They made up a story to make us to put some type of adversity towards some Edomites. They ain't never went through a bad day yet. The Holocaust gonna be in the kingdom. When we get
Really got their foot in
the kingdom, y'all gonna have a Holocaust for real.
Holocaust gonna be Obadiah.
Oh, it's gonna be Obadiah.
The book of Obadiah.
Yeah, they ain't been
Having
through
your
nothing.
wife.
Over here. So like, but I know what you're saying. That's what they say. But that was all a hoax. Right? It was like someone just telling a lie, making up some shit.
Yeah, just to try to upset prophecy and say, okay, yeah, this is when we was
The Jews went back to the land.
Yeah, just like they doing all these supposed to be coming back to the land. That's prophecy. But that ain't gonna happen. The Lord say He gonna bring you to Him, man. They coming by the way of passports and all that madness, man.
What book is it? Is it Isaiah or Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter, when it say it won't be no more war in the world when Israel be in power?
I think that's Isaiah. Want that?
Isaiah, the 2nd chapter?
Yeah.
Because when the righteous in power, what is it? When the righteous in power, the world gonna rejoice. From paraphrasing.
Proverbs 29:2.
Y'all can be talking.
Yeah, you want to say something else?
Yeah, kind of digress.
So what you bring it out anyway?
Oh, Kyle, talking about, the people that's over in our land, right? They still Jacob brother, so they Hebrew Edomite.
Not no more, they broke the brotherly covenant.
But still, they were still in that land, so they're Hebrew Edomite.
Yeah,
right, not the Israelites.
Yeah, because Petra and
I got it.
where they dwelled, that was pretty much like south. Pretty much at the Carcass Mountains and stuff over there. That was just pretty much the south. They wasn't in a mixed of mingled others. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they had the Lord blessed them with a land over there in that vicinity, basically, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Esau, well, really, Jake had Europe and all that. You know what I'm saying? Conquered that as well, man. Over time. So at the end of the day, like you said, Esau's the scum of the earth, man. Esau ain't got no damn heritage, bro. He just steal everybody and press their heritage and cover with his own at the end of the day, man. His heritage is violence, death, man. The city is iniquity, man. That's why I say, woe to him that built a city off of blood and iniquity. That's Esau's heritage, man. And that's what it's gonna pretty much gonna reap, man. It's gonna reap with its soul.
This is Isaiah 2:4. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their sword into plowshare, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nations shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Yeah. right? Because a pruning hook, that's like a labor instrument. But in Joel, I think that's the 3rd chapter, where it say it's the opposite. They say they beat their plowshares to swords. And, you know what I'm saying? Because because Esau's over there. So that's why there's war going on, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, World War III, all that is manifested. Is going, the war in heaven is going to take place over there, man. Through the Spirit. But when we over there, it ain't going to be no war. It ain't going to be, I mean, you know what I'm saying, the Most High is a power war. Yeah, we're going to beat the shit out of you, Edomites. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be chaos, righteous chaos, I'm going to say. But it ain't going to be no necessarily, once we get established, the whole earth is going to bow down, bro. It showed that in the Lion King, man, which is symbolic. When Simba came back, he had all the animals represent the heat. They all
everything just turned into beauty.
Everything was
Even
on
the
one
water
accord.
was beautiful. Animals was
Everything was in order. That's how it's gonna be. That's why they gonna bow down to be the sons of the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his wicked brother Scar betrayed him. Right?
Just like Esau and Jacob.
Esau and Jacob. He was supposed to lift him up. When with the he
and Scar, he was trying to kill Simba.
He was trying to kill
Israel.
Because of what? The birthright. He wanted to be the king. Right?
He wanted to be the king. He was the oldest.
He wanted to be the king. Yeah. He was older than Simba. I mean,
Mufasa.
He was the oldest. Yeah, that's the spirit. And you see when Scar ruled, it was all dark and gray, it was all fucked up, and he had it for a temporary time. And he got took down by who? He got took down by Simba, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which pretty much that's the YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. So Esau know what he said, man. That represents YAHAWASHI, bro. You know what I'm saying? Coming back. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked breath rule, the people mourn.
At the end of the day, these people mourning at the end of the day, man. And really, for you heathens that still be in America, man, in 2020, man, y'all better get the hell out of here. It's about to be a race war, man. You know, nation against nation, man. Esau and Jacob about to blow down, bro. The spirit in the midst of Jacob's trouble.
Really gonna be everybody
because
Esau, right?
And you know what? If I can say something, you right. But there's nowhere no one can run to, really. Even y'all leave America, I know what you're saying. You gonna get got. No, you could be in what he said for Pulp Fiction about the nigga. He said if a nigga hot in a rice bowl, he said I want a nigga to pop out the rice bowl to get him, man. On the movie Pulp Fiction. But it don't matter where you at though, man. You know, you could be anywhere. Judgment gonna come for you, man. If you did any type of offense, the only ones who gonna be safe, of course, we talking about the elect. I got a scripture after y'all.
Like it said, when the righteous and authority, people rejoice, but the wicked bear rule. That's why these people mourning, man. You know what I'm saying? So when our people come up here and scoff and act like they happy, chasing the bag, that's full of shit, man. You under the curses, man. You ain't never gonna never secure the bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do gives right back to this devil. And all he do is put it right back in your community to destroy your ass, bro.
Yeah, because it's nowhere you can go. Because even with the dude who they just murked at the airport, he wasn't even in America. He was just in his land. Going to the airport, as they say, and they bombed him basically, bombed him. Yeah, and some poor bastards who were just going to work that day, just died too.
Yeah, even that plane that went down in Iran. And most of them was Canadians and from Europe or British or something like that.
Oh, Saki, and they they need something like that or to pop up World War III, right? Because after we always were so-called neutral at the beginning of the war, but there's always something so-called tragedy, because one moment, because of how World War I was started, it was there was this cruise ship called the Lusitania, and it had so-called inhabitants, Edomites from Babylon on it, and then World War II, they had Pearl Harbor. So just like history repeating itself, for that third war to pop up, they need something big. They even, both governments from Iran and the United States are talking about we need something to unify our country. So that's not good for you sheeple out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you were saying about World War I. It was that ship Lusitania, and I forget which country sunk it, but they were saying they think they had both had weapons on it for the war, because you know America was trying to help their allies or whatever, and they said y'all just sunk our ship full of civilians. Now we're gonna join this war since you just brought us into it. It turns out the boat did have weapons on it anyways, so they was interfering with war from the beginning, and they continued to be in the war anyways after they was proven wrong.
Hey, right, yeah, because Trump always speaking, oh, we get the troops out, but then you sent 3,000 fucking troops over, and that's why we tell y'all people, man, y'all believe in CNN and all this. Anything these politicians say, man, they say anything to get elected, say anything to be pampered at the end of the day. But really, that's why I say, and they mouth is smoother than butter, but
war is in their heart.
War is in it. It's gonna always be war as long as these devils in power, bro. So ain't no your uncles, they ain't coming back, man. That's it. You go over there and try to get them your damn stuff. You ain't coming back.
I think America been at war for 90% of the time. It's been a fucking country, man.
Yeah, I seen that post too. Like 229
years out of
right, and then they were like 1,700,
300 years or something like that.
76 or something like that. Yeah. Well, since America been in that, not since Esau been, but as far as America, yeah, America been at war damn near the whole damn time. That's how they make their money.
It's cool that shit. That was another nigga on the knees. Yeah. On his knees.
White. I can't tell.
Yeah, that's a nigga.
We enslaved.
Yeah, that's a Jake.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you couldn't pay me to do no shit like that.
Yeah, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? But that shows you we conquer as a whole, as a people.
Here we go.
That shows you.
All right, Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
See that shit? We the princes. We the true princes walking as servants, and they the peasants as kings. And that's a real Edomite right there too. He got the long, the long hair, the fucking.
He gonna fuck around and get Jake a quarter.
Man, and that Jake was just trying to get the dollar.
Telling him, man, I ain't got nothing, man.
Yeah. You know.
You better give him a cigarette, huh?
Damn.
Cigarette.
Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Right, and that horse means power, man. Hey, but you got the princes at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in a low place. You know, hey, bring that scripture out. Isaiah 49:23 real quick.
This is Isaiah chapter 49, verse 23. It say, and kings shall be thy nursing father, and their queens thy nursing mother. They shall bow down
piece of shit
to thee with their face toward the earth.
Hey, right, so at the end of the day, they feet is gonna be topped. Bring that back out.
This is Isaiah chapter 49, verse 23.
And this is gonna come to pass, man.
That's right. It say, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust off their feet, thy feet.
Hey, right. So they gonna lick the dust off our feet.
That's
man.
right.
Symbolic and power, man.
Okay.
With all nations, but starting with you down, Amalek, man. You know what I'm saying?
What was that?
49:23. Amalek, man. You had Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got our people on their knees for these average ass. These ain't even elite.
Yeah,
these ain't even the kings of Esau, man. These are the peasants of Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? On a low fucking level, man. That's why this place is your captivity, bro. But even in this time, Jake, at the end of the day, that shit is unacceptable, bro.
Yeah, that's not it.
For nothing, man. Yeah. The dollar already fucking crashed, and that shit is not worth. That shit is not worth it, man. You don't know what the hell that devil did to you in your past life, man.
Get it on camera.
I got my face stomped.
What you say?
I got my face stomped on from some guy. And when you think you have,
Rakataya Howard, Rakataya Howard Shine, Rakataya Howard, Rakataya Howard Shine, Rakataya Howard, Rakataya Howard Shine. Call Lord Liar Howard Bashim Howard Shine. One devil proud, and the next devil get a face thumped.
Hey, that's why I say, shit is my enemy shall see it. They gonna be tried down in the street, man. Hey, so you women gonna get back in order too, man. Through the spirit, man.
I got something lined back off of that. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gate shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night. They men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and their kings may be brought.
Hey, that's the dog light of the Lord, man. The Lord said, I give you the heathen for the inheritance, bro. Because our people will see shit like that, but if we do it, we wrong. If we have an Edomite, white person, which through the spirit, we don't do that through the spirit, because that could be a Jake. You know how some can't-side motherfuckers kissing their boots and all that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when we do it, it'll be a problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? But when the so-called Negro or do it, don't nobody care, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just the usual. Which this is 2020. We ain't in the time of doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? These devils on their last leg coming out of power, man. If anything, you should have did that back in the 50s and the 60s.
I was about to just say that you could have got away with that back in the day. You can't. The Lord didn't put the spirit back on us. Now we know that we rightfully kings and righteous people, man. We can't be. Just like the brother sent in the group chat, he sent us the videos to watch about basically like being a king, like how you just go about your day-to-day life, like just how you act, how you talk, what you do, how you think. You're not about to get on your knees if you in this truth, man. You know, for nothing. You know, in your mental, physical, or spiritual, you ain't about to bow down.
We had men in the nation of Israel that rather die than to eat pork.
Oh yeah,
Than to even trick your people. You feel me?
Yeah.
Come on, man. We had pride, dignity, and holiness then, man. Now, man, our people was,
we had some integrity, man. Righteous. And what he said, we had righteous pride, man, not the wicked one. We had righteous integrity, man. Self-respect. You know, we ain't about to do that shit for no peasant.
Right.
Or nobody. Even for our women, we ain't gonna bow our knees, man, to marry nothing.
You ain't supposed to bow down to nobody anyways.
We ain't supposed to bow down to except for the Most High. YAHAWASHI, that's it.
And this is the fucking basis of men.
Yeah.
They couldn't even walk on his 2 feet, man.
Yeah,
who the hell taught
had to
how
teach
to do that, man?
Hey man, I'm gonna say this real quick. Even the angel, when the man bowed down to the angel told him to stand up, man. You a king. I'm not the one you bow down to. A spiritual angel said that. So how much this Edomite was this devil, man? Come on, man.
When you go back into integrity, man, the Lord always watching, man. Like, you know that works in
little shit like little shit like that you gotta stand on your principles in life, man.
And be a man.
Be a man.
You think a woman?
Fuck that dollar.
Right. Fuck that. Right.
Fuck that little $20, whatever the fuck you gonna get a cigarette, whatever it was gonna be, man. Fuck that. So like, you got something?
It was one more verse. This is Isaiah 60:12. For the nation and kingdom that would not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So the nations that don't serve the nation of Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians on your father's bloodline, they don't want to serve us in the kingdom, they're going to be utterly destroyed, man. We're going to put them to death, man.
Hey, and that's going to come in a major way when we come in power, when we get them out the clefts and the rocks. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit, when the Lord turned them fishers into hunters. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be that. That's why the valley of Jehoshaphat, the kings of Edom, gonna be took down. That's why I say the forces of the Gentiles, let us go into the mountain of the Lord and learn their ways, man. So at the end of the day, they gonna be willing to sincerity. That's why I say when a righteous and authority people rejoice, they gonna be gladly do it. But not Esau. Esau gonna always be a problem, man. And we understand that. That's why we gotta stay on Esau's ass, man. But you still got men of our nation want to call the truce. Ain't gonna be none of that amongst the elect, man, and the multitude at the end of the day. Ain't gonna be calling no truce. It's just gonna be YAHAWASHI in the field. You know what I'm saying? If they don't bow down and serve unto me, they gonna be desolate, man. And that's why 2/3 of our people gotta be put to death, because they gonna be working hand with Esau, being reasonable, let's come together. No, that shit is off, man. We're gonna rule with a rod.
We had them enslaved long enough, guys. That's like, time to let them free. Right. They've been 25 years. They've been suffering for 25 years. Let them free. Right. Ain't none of that shit.
Hey, because that's why the Lord say he that leads to captivity shall go into captivity. That's a righteous judgment of the Most High, and they gonna get it double, man. Just like we was going into that. You bought that scripture right?
I got a precept after you.
Yeah, bring that out real quick. Because we was still going on to this. Jake, he was watching the damn shoot off of Edomite. I don't give a damn. Like, and it's just so fucking despicable. It ain't even like it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if that was motherfucking Rockefeller over there, but it was a low level Edomite, bro.
A shaggy ass nigga. That, like literally.
That might have been Esau.
Talk about Judge Bourgier. A statue of Mother Mary, how they kiss the feet of the rocks and shit. But that brings us, but that's that, like, young, hey, what if a young Jacob seeing that shit? How that shit affect, you know. Let me bring this up. And it's like, and that was the example you gave out. That's why that dude didn't want to eat pork. Because he said it's going to affect the young.
Yeah,
right.
With that
If I do this, Eleazar, somebody.
Elder sixth chapter,
Eleazar.
fifth chapter, towards the end.
Yeah. So our people had integrity back then, man. They would stand up men. Elders, they knew what they did was important for the generations under them, man. Just like we are, man. Hey, but that's why the Lord said you can't put old wine in new wine in old bottles, man. So at the end of the Lord looking for men that's seeking them in their youth too, man. And 9 times when the elders came in there, they were young men, man. They was pretty much in their youth, man. The Lord ain't looking for you old ass niggas that been in Babylon too long, bro. No, cause you messing up the body, man.
Yeah, you bringing shit back to me.
You bringing us back to 40, 50 years doing that type
That's
of shit,
slave
man.
mentality.
Yeah. Look, oh, man. This the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 8. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blinded the wise, and pervert the words of the righteous, man.
Yeah, you got it.
It says, and thou shalt take no gift, man. Fuck your cigarette, man. Because it blind your what? I mean, blind your mind, man. I go get on my knees and scuff your shoes for a fucking cigarette, man.
Yeah, lamentation.
I got something for you.
Kick him in the fucking ass.
This is Genesis chapter 49, verse 9. It say, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he stooped down, he couched as a lion. And as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Hey, right. So at the end of the day, man, these Jasons like stoop lions, man. You know what I'm saying? They like a cur, like a cat or something. You get in the corner and it won't fight, man. Yeah. That's how the older men, Judah in general, because they comfortable. They used to being so subservient to this damn devil, man. And these other nations as well, to the point where they got a problem with us, bro. Because we rousing up through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. We telling you gonna be a king, man. We telling you ain't gotta bow down and kiss this devil's ass, man. Ain't no more getting the crumbs, none of that, man.
And going to the zoo, seeing the lions is the most boring shit in the zoo. Cause they don't do nothing. They just sit there for 15 hours. They will just sit there later. They ain't roused. They don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, these ain't lions.
They spirit, bro.
They be putting all them vaccines and drugging them and shit.
They don't do nothing. They just sit there.
That's just like Jake. That's just like Jake, and he out his natural habitat. He supposed to have multiple lionesses and hunting and watching his kids grow steady in here with one nigga woman lioness sitting here eating GMO food, fucked up. He only can walk down there 10 feet to 10 feet. You basically in jail, man.
Can't even stretch
It's a
his
saying
leg.
in the world, you just took the words out of my mouth. You ain't supposed to get comfortable in jail.
Right.
How could you get comfortable in jail? This is our jail. You can't get comfortable here.
You know, if anything, that's a place to be like the most like diligent.
Yeah, come.
Or you have people like trying to do all those crunches, like so they'd be like stab proof. Or it's trying to look as intimidating as possible, trying to be as physically fit as possible. It's trying like that guy, like Wes Watson. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but one of like the group chats, he looks like an Edomite, or things like that, or he might be a Jake, or but he was just talking about how he had to trick his body into surviving off little food, but still being able to look like he's going through a bulking routine and things like that. So in this, but of course, it's not, this isn't, as bad as a jail or a prison, but actually I want to get the scripture before I explain.
Yeah, this is more mental. Our people, it's not as bad as far because it's so mental, man. Our people just broken mentally, man. They totally into this society. They totally homosexual. They totally with the whole voting, with the whole white supremacy. They don't.
And this is a scripture that explains why. You know, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Or you know, so you know you have to have, or you know, the wisdom, or you know that we're talking about, or you know, is the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scripture. Or you know, just like he was talking about, or you know, because of that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, or you know, we know what we know what the real definition of living it up is. We know what the like the Lord wants to give us, or you know, as opposed to or you know the crumbs that Esau gives us, or you know, and that so we you know we consider this or you know oppression, you know, because we're the ones like who have wisdom.
And then oppression is just oppression, no matter how you serve it, man. No matter oppression is still oppression, you know. You know, it's let me get this just real quick. This is Jeremiah 2 verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? That's what it is, and that's what it is. Our people's like homeborn slaves, man. That's how they act, man. They always want to serve the fucking enemy, Judas, man. Want to serve the enemy. You know, you got all these sellouts, man. For nothing. Cooning for nothing, man. You know, it's one thing to go off. There's another thing to actually serve a fucking Edomite, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then the fucking thing about it, they don't even repent from it. They just keep going. They just keep doing that.
They think they did something good.
They think they did something
but
good.
Then in the scripture, it's lawful to have another brother and servant. But I guarantee you, if another Jake say, "Hey, come and do," nigga, who you think? That's
I'll pay you for it.
right? Jake ain't trying to.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
You can't do that. You know what I'm saying through Jake, because Jake got that white supremacy. They look at Esau as God, man. So if I'm gonna do it for I'm gonna do it for him, and who I'm not gonna do it for.
You know what? And it's so deep. That's so deep that you would do that for a brother.
Yeah.
You'll wash your brother's feet
for free. I wish I did it.
Yeah, man. YAHAWASHI guy, he got on his knees. Well, he did what he did. But you would do that because he a brother, and that just was in our culture at the time. You know, still is. You know, in a spiritual way.
Yeah.
But you know, but now, just like you said, brothers won't even put a coat on for you, just nothing.
Hey, I tried to fix a brother jacket inside the gas station. He was like, "No, I'm cool." I'm like,
little shit.
Yeah. Bro, man, your coat, man, let me get it for you.
Just a
right.
He was like, "No, man, I'm cool." Like, damn. Like, why in the world? I'm some bullshit. I'm trying to help you out, nigga. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 1, verse 11. All her people sigh, they seek bread. They have given their pleasant things for meat to relieve the soul.
Hey, right. So whatever that gift that destroyed his heart, whatever a cigarette, whatever, just to relieve his soul, man. So he gave his pleasant, which that his integrity, man. His integrity, bro. You bow down to an Edomite, man. That's a shameful fucking thing.
That's a shameful thing.
In the
eyes of the Most High.
In the eyes of the Most High, you gonna remember that, man. And you gonna remember that in the kingdom, like, man, I bow down to this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? Literally, right down, like that. The kingdom of heaven was right beside you,
angels watching.
Yeah. What you doing? What's the matter with you, man? And then I gotta go back to Maccabees. He said he ain't want to do it not only because of that. He said he didn't want to stain his reputation. He said, "Look, I've been strong for over 60, 70 years." So I mean, I'm about to die anyway soon. I'm about to go. I ain't about to stain my own rep. If you can find it, grab it. But that's what it is. You gotta. You don't want to. Your name is so powerful. Who you are. That's, man. You better take yourself seriously. It's just one thing to go out there. It's another thing not to even give a fuck.
Just start at the point. You can get back to all this shit.
Let me bring this out real quick. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1. It say, "A good name is better than precious ointment, in the day of death than the day of one's birth."
Right, so the brother was going into a good name, man, and he doing this shit again, man. Over there doing the same shit again. Our people is destroyed. It's saying good name is better than precious ointment, man. His name is Stank, man. Through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And through the Spirit, he ain't gonna come across the camp, man. Cause he know, man. Brothers will get on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause whatever couple dollars I give it to him before he do that, man.
I would have too.
You know what I'm saying? Through the Spirit. You making our people look bad.
He should have just came and hollered at us. Like on the whole side.
Bring that scripture back,
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 1. It said a good name is better than precious ointment. In the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Hey, right. So at the end of the day, our people knew, hey man, like Killmonger said, man, shit, I'd rather die than fucking live in captivity and things of that nature.
Shit, Killmonger said, I'd rather bury me in the water.
He doing it again. Look at it.
Yeah.
Yo, if you notice, he only asking Edomites.
But the men like that need to get put to death though. But Edomites like that. That's like a power thing. It's a turn on to them. You know, because ain't too many don't know, because they used to getting bowed down to.
That's how they think.
See, but he need to get put to death though, man. Something need to happen to that man, man.
Right, and we just speaking through the Spirit.
And they gonna always
Remember that shit.
they gonna always say yes because they like when Jake bowed down to him.
When Esau say "Make America Great Again," that's what Esau's talking about, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's what they want. That's what they want Trump to do. Shit like that, make America great. These niggas bow down.
That's what it is.
Not even knowing Trump will be doing that to us in the camp.
Yeah, so they say a good name is better than precious ointment, man. Your name, your integrity, your spirit, your soul, that's more valuable, man, than a couple of dollars or a cigarette or a pat on the back from a damn Edomite, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of in his kingdom, what kind of power you think he have, man. You know what I'm saying? At least these celebrities, you know what I'm saying, bow down to the head Edomites, man. Which them niggas gonna be destroyed too. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, just Jacob's bugged out.
Man, I'm gonna take it back. It's certain things, you know, growing up on the block that certain OGs won't even let you do, man. They'll whoop your ass you did that certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Just growing up with my older brothers and shit. You know, it's certain things that Jake won't let you do in front of him, man, because you ain't about to embarrass him. That's embarrassing, man. That's what I'm saying. King David, back in the day, all the elders, man, this certain shit they don't allow. They didn't allow them dudes to come back in the kingdom without a beard. When they got
They had to stay away until the beard
had to grow back. You know, it's just all type of certain things that King David didn't allow. You know, you just gotta be a man. Right, Apostles don't allow for you to wear shorts. Just because it's a nakedness thing going on right there. It's just certain things you just don't do. And even that one situation, certain things you don't put on camera neither. If you want to hit a bag, you do that in your private time. You gotta let some anger out. You do that on your you do that on your own time. You don't post a YouTube video about that shit, man. You got it out of slide.
Bring that up.
Yeah. This is 2 Maccabees.
Hey, this is talking about integrity, man. That you men of Yahawah, you leaders is supposed to walk in.
They lost this. This is 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 24. For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, meaning 90, because of score is 20, and it's 80, that's 80, plus 10, that's 90.
Oh, so he was 90.
Yeah, he was 90.
Oh, so he knew everything. He knew what's up.
Were now gone to strange religion, and so they through mind hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to mine old age.
Right, that's that stain we were talking about. That's that reputation. Like, man, I'm 90 years old. I've been perfect
all this time.
I look like just selling out for this moment. For a moment. A pat on the back. I've been perfect this whole time.
At 90.
At 90, man. I'm like, man, I'm about to go to the spirit world. I'm about to have my name written. You know, I got great things going on for me, man. No, I'm not about to sell out. No.
It ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it. That's why I want to put a brother jump out the cap. It's not fall out the street. It's not worth it. It's really not. Hey, you've been perfect, been going on the cold all this time, doing this, many moon, surviving. For what?
You don't wasted 4 years for nothing.
You did all this for nothing.
They say your righteousness to be forgotten, man. Your righteous life to be forgotten, man.
People don't understand the Most High can make you rich. Easy. That's easy. You know you do that for money. I ain't talking about it. I'm just keeping it 100. The Most High can give you what? That
He
ain't
can put the
nothing.
spirit on you to pay the lottery for $5. Make your number come out. Now you got 50 million.
But he trying to get, he trying to make you on another level than that. He did that for us already. That ain't work. So now we gotta come spiritual. We trying to get something better than that, man.
You got a script.
So, yeah. You know, we have the kingdom. I say this 100 times. King Solomon had all the wives, but shit, only four kids, man. He didn't even want a whole lot of kids. He had all the riches.
Bring that up.
I'm tripping. Selling out.
This is Sirach, chapter 11, verse 21. It say, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord.
Hey, so when you go back in the world, you marvel at works of sinners. When you take your hand off this plow,
You done got all by some bullshit.
right, whatever a woman,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck anybody got to say about, or, you know what I'm saying, I want this and I want, you envious sinners, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, you marvel, Shalaki. Go ahead.
Right. It say, and abide in thy labor, for it is easy, Shalaki, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord, and on the sudden to make a poor man rich.
So let's say it's an easy in the sight of the Lord to make the poor rich, man. Easy. The Lord can snap his fingers and make you rich, man.
Got a bag of money right now.
Easy thing.
That's so easy to make a man rich, man. And I seen it with my own eyes. This one time he made a song that he used to be in the camp. 30 easy. And that's and it was gone just like that. So Richard can't do nothing to you. It can't save you. It don't do nothing for you, man.
That's why Paul said, you know, I know how to be abased and abound. You know, all throughout my walk, you know, it's always, you're always going to get, periods like that. You know, when you first come in, of course, you know, you got to get that spiritual hazing project. I mean, that spiritual hazing process. Or, you know, meaning, I don't know, you might have to like go on an involuntary fast, or you know, just among other things. But then, you know, you're going to be in situations, where you have money to burn, or you know where you can for at least a season, or you know any type of folly which isn't, without the confines of the truth, or you know meaning things, that aren't necessarily expedient, but you're not going off, or you'll catch a break for a minute. Or but like he said, it just disappears. Or the only thing, that we know that, like when we get our inheritance in the kingdom, that's the only time, where we're going to be, we're going to be, at ease, forever and ever, just like the scripture said.
You bring that up.
And this is Proverbs chapter 30, verse 8. It say, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food, convenient for me.
Right, so at the end of the day, like you said, hey, the Lord gonna give us food that's convenient for us, man. That's right. The Lord ain't gonna put us in poverty. He ain't gonna bring us too low, but he damn sure ain't gonna make us rich, man. Hey, because the Lord said at the end of the day, it's easy for a camel to get that one eye but needed in the kingdom of heaven, man. Hey, our riches is in the kingdom of heaven. That's where we're trying to go. This shit is temporary. That's why I said give us food that's convenient for me, man. So the Lord, we not supposed to be comfortable here, man. Sinners is comfortable here.
Even in the Lord's Prayer, it say, give me today my daily bread. You're supposed to be satisfied day to day, because tomorrow's not promised anywhere.
Yeah, because all that riches, it's not going to matter in Jacob's trouble. Who you desire to be, cars, jobs, I got my bills paid on time. If this EMP hit, Jacob's, that shit is not going to matter, bro. None of that shit is going to, that's why I said the things of the world pass away, man. All the evidence is going to milk with fervent heat.
That's right.
Knowledge of wisdom will be a stability without time. That's that, what did it say that, keep reading that.
Isaiah 33:6.
Yeah.
verse.
And then get that count. Eliezer. No, go ahead, Doc.
What you want, 8 and 9?
Yeah.
God, this is Proverbs chapter 30, verse 9. It say, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain.
Hey, right, so that's why it's a balance. The Lord deal with a balance, man. He ain't gonna have you too low where you just fucked up to the point where, because at the end of the day, you in the flesh, you be too fucked up, you gonna be idle, you gonna go off. Shit, you might have to steal, and it's not necessary, man. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord ain't gonna make you too rich, so you think you don't need the Most High, man. You know, so that's why you don't post you know what I'm saying, envy sinners, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Through the Spirit. The Lord gonna give you food that's convenient for you, man. So when you leave this truth or whatever, trying to, like they say, it's easy in the sight of the Lord to make the poor rich, man. So if the Lord wants to make you rich, He gonna make you rich, man. But why He make you rich here when this shit is temporary, man? It ain't even real money.
Right.
The Lord said He feed the birds. That is, He just feed them. You know, so how much more of men of the Lord?
The presence of the power.
The presence of the power. How much more He gonna keep you? He gonna give you, man. And you see these riches. There's too many examples of people with all this money. Jake with all this money just go broke. His riches don't do nothing, man. You know, almost 90% of athletes, and I'm talking about so-called black man, go broke. Adrian Peterson, the one I just found, the most recent one I just found out about, $100 million in debt right now, man.
Who?
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson?
He was the dog, right? Adrian Peterson is a fucking savage. Guess what? He didn't know how to finance money. Yeah. But guess what? In the kingdom, well, in the time of David and Solomon, we're the ones that started colleges and schooling. We had understandings of how to rule a kingdom. We had education. We was real wise, wisdom people, real people. Yeah. We don't got that structure now. I'm telling you, you get that money, you don't even know how to manage it. Me, I don't even know how to manage certain things because it takes a lot of discipline. Yeah. It takes time, and that's why it's always just focus on this truth, you know. And when the Lord gives you something, pray that the Lord He can manage that. He manage that and stretch it out.
Hey, I was just talking to my boss, man. It was like me and a couple of my coworkers talking to my boss. And, he was asking us what we do if we had hundreds of millions of dollars. I said, I don't even want no hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah. It'll corrupt my thinking.
It corrupts you.
I'm like, man, I don't even want that.
You know, like just put me in like position. You know, we help the camp, and we get it how we get it. Well, we cool, cause that shit not gonna do nothing really cool.
Right, people think you're weird. People think you know, because, or, you know, in a roundabout way, or, you know, there's people in the world, or, you know, that's one of their favorite questions. You know, where do you see yourself in X amount of years? Or, you know, what do you want to do? Or, you know, if you had, you know, a whole bunch of money, or, you know, and then, or, you know, you give them, or, you know, humble, or, you know, mediocre answer, or, you know, just make sure, or, you know, my family's straight, my bills are paid, or, you know, I might do a little bit of this and that, but I don't like, you know, they just don't get it.
Yeah, don't get it.
It's one of the things they don't get about it.
Yeah, man, and you better not tell a Jake that you got that money. Because now you probably gonna die soon, man. Now your friends ain't your friends no more. Your family members ain't your family. They different now.
Hey, that's why the Lord say rise to the part. This is not your rest. We under the curses. That's why Jake say, hey, they say more money, more problems, bro. You under the curse. You gonna go through more shit with money, man. You don't hear no Edom might say the more money, more problems. Esau he not troubled as other men.
I was just telling I know this girl named Heavenly Jackson and her.
Damn, I said the whole name. We about to go.
Instagram. Heavenly Jackson and her husband William. They got cute by a fat ass Edomite in Painesville.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, $10 million.
$10 million bond, man. Our people went and swiped the card. Swipe.
And paid
him to get him out.
And paid $1 million to get him out.
Swiped the card for $1 million like it wasn't nothing. The next day. He wasn't even locked up 24 hours.
Yeah.
Swipe the card for him.
Money can give, and that's what they do.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I got a scripture.
Yeah.
It's 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth.
And that's what happened to Judas. It corrupted his mind. They, they offered Judas what? Money. And they said, look, man,
30 shekels.
at 30 shekels. And that's the thing with money, if we get money, we're going to use it as a defense, how it's supposed to be used. We're going to use it, and when we need to bring that shit out, pay everybody. That's how we're going to do it. But they you can use it, and that's how Judas his mind got bugged out.
It says, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself.
The good Lord prints my money.
And why you think all these
I
damn
don't
banks
believe in
around
the
here, man? They
government.
corrupt
God
people.
prints my money every day.
Yes.
It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
Yeah, we can't carry nothing out but your good name, but the spiritual things. That's why it's important to have a good name. My bad. Go into it.
Here go the point right here. It says, in having food and raiment, let us be there content with. So you're supposed to be content with just enough, man. You ain't supposed to be too high, and you ain't supposed to be too low. Like the brother said.
Yeah, convenient food for me. Like the brother said, the kingdom is money is just a defense, man. That's all it ain't gonna be no making it rain. You know what I'm saying? Like on 300 had a whole bunch of gold coins, threw the shit on there. It's just gonna be convenient. We gonna be wealthy. We gonna have assets, like knowledge. Yeah, you ain't gonna be making it rain on brother. Just write that shit off. Brother's gonna have trades and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's real wealth. We're gonna rule with the rod of iron.
We rather have wisdom though, because we know how to. Because real riches is having this our skills, this our traits, skills and traits. That's the thing that we're gonna always be good. We're gonna always be in position, man. Somebody with money is stupid as fuck. You just born. You don't know how to do nothing.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He was born to a wealthy family. Look, he don't know nothing.
He don't know nothing. See what's that?
His ass from his
And then in the kingdom, what's gonna be wisdom is what's gonna be glorified and praised, not necessarily riches. Because everybody gonna have it.
We're gonna be above. We're gonna be above that.
Right? Yeah, we're gonna be on a whole
another level, man. We're gonna be a whole nother level.
It ain't gonna be like, this brother got this mountain, this brother. Like what's mine is yours.
It ain't gonna matter because we gonna share.
We joint heirs with YAHAWASHI, man.
It ain't gonna be no fucked up Israelites, and if it was, it ain't nothing for everybody to just be like, man, get back up, uncle.
And one of the most beautiful things about it are, everyone, of course, a lot of the, the 2/3 are going to have a lot of shame and things like that. All right, but the thing is, as you notice, like, thine eyes shall be evil towards thy brother, that's a curse that the Heavenly Father, so we put the spirit on, Jake to be that way. Another beautiful thing, about those celestial bodies, in the kingdom, in the Lord wiping tears out of everyone's eye. The most beautiful thing is, everyone's going to be, Lord's going to put the spirit on, every Jake to be content, with what they have.
We're not gonna be jealous.
It was a little bit more.
Hey, what you say, brother? Especially the woman, huh? The woman gonna be the main one.
Because women carnal as hell, man. The Lord really got to put His spirit on. Like, hey, my delight is in my husband. Whatever my husband do, that's what it is. It ain't gonna be no. I need a Louis Vuitton. None of that shit, man.
I need a new chariot. The old chariot. I don't like the no more.
Whatever you get me is cool, Daddy. Whatever you get. Well, this is verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lures.
See that? Because you got a sense of, you got too much freedom on your hands, man.
You got too much money.
You got too much. A man supposed to toil. Like, you a man. You want to get your hands dirty. You want to work the field. The scriptures say you rejoice. A man rejoice in his work. You rejoice in building something that you say, yo, I did that as a man.
Hey, that's a spirit, because I always have to call someone to fix on my cars and shit. I would love to know how to fix a car.
Yeah, right.
I would love that shit,
because that's something that money can't buy. Buy and satisfy. That's a skill that you got. You know, but you know, everyone kind of got their own. But that's the most important thing for real. If you wanna, I'm just talking about as far as we talking about fuck money. Learn a skill, and you can actually. That's you. That's you. You always in position. No matter where you at, you have a skill. You have some wisdom to to do something.
And that's why the Lord say all the work under the sun is vanity. So even if you do got a lot of money, what Esau make you spend your money on is vain shit. You can't own your own. Not Jake. Not under Esau. Esau don't want to cut. All that you see that shit with LeBron James. Them niggas don't own they don't own their brands. None of that shit, man. Esau own that, man.
It was a little bit more. It says, and hurtful lusts, which draw men into destruction and perdition. Yeah. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, because guess what? When Daniel went to slavery, well, just not Daniel, was the nation of Israel because we got conquered. In Babylon, he had wisdom, and that what made him not as much money he had, or it's telling you in Daniel 1 that he just prayed to the Lord and he did a post fast, right? And he just believed, and that what got him all his glory was believing YAHAWASHI. And that's Daniel, and that's a perfect example. Every time you went to, he was at the lowest of the lowest, and none of that. His skill in believing, hey, this is a skill. This is truth. So this is a skill. Can no one take from you? Because this show you how to really walk as a man.
Everything, man.
It show you everything, and it tell you how to go about things in life.
I was watching
situations that you deal with. You know, it helped.
Dallas Camp. They were talking about the same topic.
Yeah.
About
me too. I think I watched it.
How the Bible will teach you about being a father, being a brother, running a business, everything.
It teach you. It give you the best advice you can. Well, not the best, but the best. Do it. Right. This is not advice. This is commandment. This is how you do. You want it to see.
This is what you do. This is what that's why everything is upside down, because the people that's supposed to have a book didn't have a book. So the real rulers turn into the servants, man. But it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith.
And I'm gonna say this, and they do get this whole world take everything from this book, because this book it got everything. Even in the army, because I was just looking at it like, is it gonna be a draft, right? I was like, damn. But they can't draft certain people because it's rules of the Bible. Like, you can't draft someone if they gotta leave a legacy. If you don't have a child, they can't really take you. Cause if you got a girl, you gotta have a legacy. They gotta keep your legacy going. There's certain things in the drafting rules that's from the Bible. It's rules like that in the Bible that your legacy gotta keep going. Mm-hmm. The army got similar rules. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I said to myself, damn, where did they got that from the scriptures, man? Cause they gotta keep your legacy going, you know. I was like, man, they take everything from the scriptures, man, everything, literally everything.
I think it's like a law. So like, say if your wife is barren, pregnant or something.
Yeah, certain laws.
Right, they won't pretty much call for your, you know what I'm saying. You can't deport until she, you know what I'm saying, after she, you know what I'm saying, fully healed, she able to raise that child on her own.
And it better be a boy.
Yeah.
Because if it's a girl, no, you gotta have a boy, because your legacy gotta keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm just using that. That shows you how this world steals everything from the Bible.
I'm gonna carry on. It says they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of Yahawah, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and that's what instills the word, instills into you. But the world that's born, man, meekness. Oh, I won't. All they say is money, 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 man. Now it leads you to corrupt lust. You know what I'm saying? And then your heart is just you err away from the faith, man, because you don't think you need the Most High. Like that nigga Drake said, I don't think heaven can get no better than this, man. Yeah. Because he got money. I can get on a private. I can do this and do. The only reason he's saying that is because he got money, man, and he got it at his pleasure, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna leave you corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's cool when you got it, but when you ain't got it, the same people gonna turn on you, man. The Lord ain't gonna turn on you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This is Revelation 17, verse 7. It said, and the angel said unto me, wherefore dost thou marvel? I will teach thee the mystery of the woman. Right. So John marveled at the woman, man. He said, why did you marvel? Like, don't marvel. Because he was impressed by the riches of America. He was impressed by the riches of this system. Because John seen it. You know, he seen the events. He seen all these buildings. You gotta think, he was in the past. He ain't never seen no shit like this. So when he seen all these big high rises, all these yachts and all the structures of America, he marveled. And the angel said, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will teach you the mystery of the woman. That's what it was. He said, I'm gonna teach you the mystery. I'm gonna teach you really this place is wicked. It's a front. Really, this woman is nothing to marvel about. It's all a trap. It's deceiving. It's wickedness. And it say, and of the beast that carried the woman, which have 7 heads and 10 horns, and we know what that goes into, right? So that's why, you know, it's nothing. Okay, yeah, I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of being like, damn, that's a nice car. I'm guilty of it, but you don't let that consume you, man. Don't get caught up in that trap. We all guilty of it, but don't get caught up in that. It's because it's all a trap.
Hey,
because guess what? That shit gonna put you in. I want a new car. Go ahead, get a new car. They gonna let you. Oh, I want to go to college. They gonna let you get yourself in hella debt. They're gonna make you they're gonna give you a $20,000 loan.
There's a saying that possessions possess.
Possess. They're gonna let you get that new car you want, and guess what? They're gonna be over your head to remain in your damn life, man.
You gonna have that car note,
and that car note gonna fuck with you, and then you gotta pay interest on that motherfucker. And then college debt still, you getting mailed, you getting oppressed. That's a trap. Just because you marvel at it.
Yeah, and then that's why it's ways of the flesh. It's an item. It's carnal. Like the brother say, a car, or you know what I'm saying, or watch anything. Right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It don't last long.
Hey, the brother just slacking. The brother just made a point, and it depreciate too. Soon as you drive it all the way, it don't appreciate. It don't go of value. It just goes less value. Mm-hmm. So that's saying, fuck, I'm gonna sell it back. Shit, you can sell it back for less than what you bought it for.
You're gonna pay $25,000 for a car. They only giving you 12 on the trade-in side, and it's still new.
Fucking tired of this shit.
And you still owe money on the motherfucker. You ain't even done paying the motherfucker.
Right, but that show you the way of lust. That show you the way of lust. That's like if you get like a 30,000 watch, that shit look good. You paying on it, but it's like, all right, you wear it the first time, damn, this bitch nice. Second time, all right, this cool, but after that 4th, 5th time, like, you ain't thinking of it no more. That's just after the lust. You don't look at every brother up here, they got on, you know what I'm saying, get in the, JP, like hard as shit. You start wearing it. You wear my 4 or 5 times, like, all right, shit.
Just like women, man, you might lust after a woman, and then as soon as you get her and hit her, you be
that's
like,
because that's your subconscious. Hey, you know what that is? That's your you subconsciously just want her. Yeah. When you step out that shit, man, your hormones are done through. You like, man, go, man. We can't do this. We can't. Something gotta give.
I'll be back. I want something to eat. Yeah. You gonna left and that came back. You ain't answering your phone or nothing.
We still got that Eleazar. Yeah. We still got that going. Okay.
Let me get this. Yeah. This is James chapter 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him?
Yeah. Can you read that?
This is James chapter 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him?
The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, we're what you would call the poor, because we We the ones, the last, what the saying, the last hired, the first fired. You know, we at the bottom of the totem pole. We the ones supposed to be on the government assistance. You know, that we the servants of this world, right? But we the richest in faith, man. Because like the brother said from the beginning of the camp, we're paying for our sins, man. You know, we paying. And one thing the Lord knows about Jake, he took from us our riches, our physical. Because Jake is naturally like a king somewhat. You know, not somewhat is. If you know you be around Jake, he naturally don't want to do nothing. He just want to chill. He just want to chill. And talk. You know, do this, do that. You know how Jake is. But the Lord took that riches from us, man. He took that. He took it. Since we turned our back on him, Lord, he turned our back on us, man. Which is the worst. Which was the worst thing. Then gave us to these Edomites, man. You know.
Or you can't even benefit. Jake got all the damn talent in the world. Yeah, Jake, you always hustle and make money off, but you can't benefit from it.
Oh, and then Lord took our hustle away from us. Now you got shit like that going on. Shoe shining. That ain't no hustle.
For a cigarette.
That ain't no hustle. We come from goddamn real hustles.
Kind of, remember for those of you that have seen the movie Goodfellas, that the one scene I'm talking about, the one with Joe Pesci, he had that older guy. He was just talking about like go home and get your shine box.
I don't shine shoes no more.
But then like the guy who kept on, it cost him his life. Talking that.
Yeah, because he knew that's some fucked up shit I was doing. He said, go and get. He said, look, he was in front of his girl. He said, look, man, I don't shine shoes no more, man. He said, go get your shine box. He said, look, man, I kill you, man. So I said that shit. He killed him. Killing him and shit.
Hey, because at the end, you a man now, man.
You can't just keep saying that shit. You can't keep saying that shit,
Hey, not to keep using a nigga woman because she ain't shit. But just think if you really like a chick, though, and y'all vibing, and out the blue, she just don't answer your phone calls or nothing, and she turn your back on. Yeah, that shit hurt.
Oh no,
So just think more about the Heavenly Father.
Oh yeah. That shit hurt. That shit hurt.
Over hundreds of years.
Yeah, and then it just wasn't like one or two people. All the scriptures say all Israel, everyone that says coming straight out of Egypt.
That's like buying her a new car and she just take off. He just gave us the land to Israel.
Seen the Lord's good to see and still. How they
Harley, bro.
Okay, back in second Maccabees 6, and I think I was at 24.
It's like we gotta get on this topic because too many brothers falling out on some little shit. Selling out off some little shit, man. Off of little shit, man. Just like this shit ain't even really turn up. You ain't got enough integrity to be with the bros and survive. You know, fuck the women, fuck the kids, all that shit, man. You know, hang with the brothers. And I got it, that shit. I'm with that shit.
I tell my woman all the time, bitch, I'm going to camp. If I come home and you put my shit out, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm going to camp.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
That's why one of the brothers, have said that you gotta put everything around the truth. It's not the truth around everything else.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, god damn, like this place is hell. The only thing you got is your brothers. They got your back. Of course, you got Yahweh. I'm talking about you got the brotherly love. The scripture say he can give you a brotherhood. So that's from the Most High. You got your brotherhood. Why would you not want to be around the brotherhood?
Right.
Because they got your back.
Right.
That's if anyone gonna have your back, it's the brotherhood. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And the Lord dwell with them brothers, so it's like, right.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying that you gotta, but why not have a hang with the brotherhood? You know?
Second Maccabees.
Because you got to deal with people in the world anyway.
Right.
You got to deal with niggas.
You gotta deal with motherfuckers anyway. You gonna deal with motherfuckers anyway, no matter what.
Have somebody that
had your back
on the same level
Same,
as you, ain't go
good.
through the same vexation of spirit as you.
Why not have that?
Like it's just
Right,
stupid.
another brother had made a video, right, man. When you were on your brothers, you know, certain conversations that you would have,
that you can't have with nobody else,
right?
In
You
the
know,
world,
and then
right.
and that's who you are. The conversations that you have, like you speaking to a 2/3 nigga, you know, who not in the truth, y'all gonna talk about is
Right.
folly. But when you were brothers, you know, y'all speaking about the scriptures, so you know,
You stay in
or
the
even,
spirit.
right? Even you know, when you feed in the flesh,
God.
a brother not gonna let you go off. You know what I'm saying?
let you go off.
Right? You know,
You know,
If he gonna say what's best, he gonna like it just don't make sense. Cause you look like the brother. You just said the brother shit. You gonna deal with people anyway. You still an Israelite.
right?
You still gonna go through shit. And like but you took away the one thing that could help you. You took that away. It's just I just can't even wrap my mind around that shit.
And when you fall out the truth, you gonna go through even more shit because the
And
demons
straight
go
demons,
attack you
right.
more and more and more.
Man, he's
That's
straight.
crazy.
What's that? Get Hebrews 10:38.
Why go be amongst the niggas? And you gonna be tired, like you said, you gonna be tired. You gonna have the same conversations every day. Money, bitches.
Basketball
Yeah.
games.
Eventually, gonna look at them like, didn't we talk about this like 30
You can
minutes
talk
ago?
about
Like,
that with
damn.
brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think we do that? We like yo Temple. We Jake too.
We in the flesh.
We is Jake. Like you know what I'm saying? We talk about that, but we Jake. So we like that shit too. But we don't consume ourselves with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I like titties and all that good shit. Yeah, like bullshit, but we don't consume ourselves with that shit, man. I want a big ass house, all that shit. But we understand that. Look, this is our lot, man. Man, YAHAWASHI gave up those riches, man. And if I could be at the half of men that he was, I'm a blessed man. You know, if I can walk in the footsteps this much, I'm trying to by doing this. And he had women. The scripture said the women followed him at the time when he was getting crucified. He had women mourning for him, weeping for him, man. He didn't pay them no mind. Why? Because, you know, women, he understood. You know,
It's just like
it is what it
you
is.
be focused, bro. All that, the woman with the nice titties, the Lord is gonna give you that, bro.
It
Do
is.
what the Lord asks you to do, man. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 34. It say, "For ye had compassion of me and my bonds, and took joyfully the spoilings of your goods."
Took joyfully
Right.
the spoils of your goods. They can have that shit, man. We're gonna take this shit joyfully.
Right. Knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and adoring substance.
We not thinking about this shit on the earth because we is stacking up our riches where it at.
Right.
In heaven,
That's
man.
everlasting.
Yeah.
And all this shit is temporary.
That's right.
Verse 35. It say, "Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward." Verse 36. "For ye have need of patience, that after
Because
ye
if
have..."
you don't got patience, you gonna fall out the truth, man. You got to be patient. You can't be rushing off. Oh man, it gotta happen. No, man, you got to be patient, man. You got to suffer, man. You got to endure, man.
Hey, after that, get Hebrews 6 and 9.
Right, and you know, right, and then I'll go back into doing the works, man. The works, you know, our reward is in heaven.
That's right.
Right, man. So you know, this is that labor that we doing.
Hey, and that's why I say in Baruch point, because brother was talking about patience. That's why the Lord say, by pretty much your heart went astray from the Lord, seek him 10 times more.
That's
You,
right.
we went away from the
We
Lord.
went away
man.
from the Lord, man.
We the ones that that was spirit, because the brother Elder Yahshua in the video was talking about where he talking about how to walk in and stuff. And he was talking about we in debt, man. We in debt with the Lord, man. So
That's
who the hell
right.
is us to get impatient? We
God, you
owe the
seen it
Lord
too
money,
then.
man.
Right.
You
And
know
you
what
all
I'm
fell
saying?
short.
We owe the Lord money.
Right.
We owe
How the
him
hell
money.
I'm gonna get mad at you when I owe you?
Right.
Man, what? Now are you 50 back? Man, what? Man, hell no.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of verse 36. "For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of Yahweh, ye might receive the promise." Verse 37. "For yet a little while..."
So like it, and the promise is the kingdom.
Right.
It's getting saved from this hellhole. And guess what? In the kingdom, you can have all that, everything you ever want.
Right.
You will have the you know, all that, the family, the stability, you know, everlasting life and mortality. you know, and that's gonna be, you know, you know, the things you want now, it ain't even gonna be compared to what you're gonna be thinking like in the kingdom. You want right now, you want 100 women and all that shit. Man, you're gonna be on so much a whole nother level, man. It's gonna be crazy. Like we can't even think about it right now.
And then you're gonna be able to enjoy your labor.
It's gonna be natural. Like everyday thing. It ain't gonna be like, oh man, I got 100 wives. It ain't gonna be nothing because it was meant to be that way from the beginning anyway.
It's gonna be good. That's gonna be a natural thing.
Then you gonna enjoy your labor. In the kingdom, you gonna be rewarded, but you ain't got punching the clock. Damn, I gotta get up. Then I gotta go to sleep so I can get up at
Call
ain't
off.
gonna, you know what I'm saying? I gotta call off. Well, I gotta request days. You ain't gotta do that, man. You gonna be running it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all YAHAWASHI, man. That's why, like brother said, it's no excuse, man. How do you fall off the truth, man? For some shit in the world where you gotta explain yourself.
Everything in the world about to get burnt up and destroyed, man. When you fall back into the world, you gonna be destroyed right or wrong with the things that you lust after in the world.
Right.
Keep on reading.
We have verse 37. I'm gonna bring it. Yeah, verse 37. Con, this is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Read it again.
Verse 38 say, now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Read it one more time.
God, verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
They don't need no breakdown. They don't need no breakdown.
Hey, and that's why the scriptures say more seven unclean spirits in themselves shall enter in. You're gonna be worse when you go, because guess what? The Lord ain't gonna have pleasure into you. The difference between brothers and niggas that's in the world exposing Esau and niggas get killed is because the Lord watching over us, bro. This is not of men, man. Esau would have been kicked in doors, right. All type. It's something spiritual. Angels is really watching over. Because that's why I say, when you delight in the Lord, He make thy enemies at peace with you, bro. On the physical and the spiritual level, man. Demons know, like, damn, I can't even fuck with you to a certain extent, because he under how he doing his business. Like, say, the demons, I'm trying to do my job and take him out. Yeah. But they really gonna get on. Oh, he used to be one of the, and he fucked up. Oh, we about to really get on your ass, bro.
Yeah.
He
caused us trouble back in his days. He caused us trouble.
You cussed us out. I remember you was on the line with you. Ain't that him, y'all? Let's get him. Hey, Beelzebub, ain't that old boy right there? Legion, let's get him. Hey, Legion, that old boy right there. What you doing around here, man? No, seriously, man. Demon is man. Real, man. Sometimes I don't get why the fuck would you drop out? That makes no sense. Endure. The scripture just say, he that falleth back, you ain't no justified dude. Bro, hey, real quick, Hebrews 6 and 9. Hebrews 6 and 9. Hey, the party going.
Yeah, he gonna get back.
Oh, yeah.
This is Hebrews chapter 6, verse 9. But, beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, and things that accompany salvation.
Exactly. We talk about things that pertaining salvation. You know, our conversation is about things that pertain to salvation, man. You know, we do things that pertain to salvation, man. And like I said, every brother, and that's the thing. When brothers separate, that's why it's important for brothers to move wisely. You know, them urges, all that shit. You know, fucking, you know, watch what you watch on the internet. You know, watch out for that shit. Watch out what you listen to. Hey, another trick that I've been start doing, writing things down. You know what I'm saying? Just write shit down sometimes, man. Brother text all day. Write things down, man. You know, discipline yourself, man. Scripture speaks about scribes. Even the laws was written down at one point. You know, just things that you can do to keep doing whatever you got to do. You know, because it's ridiculous about the shit brothers falling out. It's kind of ridiculous shit.
know what helped
So,
me?
yeah, what's up?
Meditation.
Meditation.
Being alone. Like I got a lot of alone time. That's when I could really read better.
Yeah.
I could make videos better because I'm at home with my kids, they're my eater. That shit throw me off. I'd be like,
Yeah, throw you off. They throw you off. Writing shit down, meditation. This brother, you said you like to hit the bag. You know, every brother got their own thing, and brothers might need to know this shit, because that's what happens when you in your long times. Something happens with a brother, and then when you see him again, he don't want to be here. So when you by yourself, man, do something
Happy
like
New Year.
productive. You know.
that's right.
As far as the truth. Shalom, shalom. So we gonna get this about Eliezer.
Hey, cause like the brother said, this truth supposed to make you a better man. It's supposed to make you stronger, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord said, when you come and serve the Lord, prepare our soul for temptation. Count the cost. You're gonna catch hell. But guess you're gonna catch hell in the world, man. It's just that simple. But the thing when you in the world though, well, all judgment come from the Lord. You might have to see a nigga or two in the world when some shit happen. You put your hand on it, you go back, you don't have to see the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You have to see the Most High, man. And you still gonna have to deal with niggas, Esau, pulling you over, all type of shit in the world, man. But at the end of all, you have to see the Lord, bro. Real talk. Go ahead.
Okay, this is 2 Maccabees 6:25. And so they, through mine hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer, should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to my old age and make it abominable.
Right, because he was going to Yahawah was an elder, man. That man was 90 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? Living in wisdom, man. He had integrity. He walked with the knowledge of YAHAWASHI, bro.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That was his name. That back then, it wasn't about, you know what I'm saying, what hood he was from. It wasn't about none of that's madness, man. It was about actual righteousness, man. Went in the fearing of the Lord. Keep going.
For the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of man. Yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead.
Right.
Rather,
because he was being persecuted, man. And we all gonna have that aspect like, damn, all right, I'm gonna take a couple blows from here. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I overcome this. I'm good. I'm with
good.
the Most High, or the Lord can still deliver me from this. But if I please man instead of you know what I'm saying, disobeying the Most High, is you gonna deliver me from the Lord, man? Can't nobody deliver you from the Lord, bro.
People tend to forget that. You gotta remember, man, you gonna have to face the Lord, man. People forget that little. You just know death ain't it. That's where it begins. That's okay. But now you gotta face the Lord with that bullshit you just did. That's serious. We tend to forget that in the moment of because fear clogs your mind up. You know, fearful things is such a bad trait to have, man. You know, I work on that now too. Then it's a terrible trait to have. That's why you gotta understand that shit. It's not really real. It's kind of an illusion outside the Lord. If you really think about it, you gotta work on that. You brothers, we gotta work on that. You gotta keep on.
okay, I'm trying to think.
And it's him thinking about fear right here. Really thinking about it. He's saying this stuff. He said, "Look, man, if I do this, they're gonna stain my reputation. I'm gonna still have to face the Lord with this shit." You know, this is him overcoming fear. You know, this is him really talking it out. He like, look, I'm gonna have to face the Lord. I'm gonna stain my reputation.
At least kind of, having a fear of the Lord that exceeds the fear of men.
Instead of men, he having this conversation to himself like, yo, I'm gonna go through. Fuck it, I'm gonna just do this. Yeah, he felt that fear at that moment, but he's like, nah, I can't go out like that.
Hey, it's
You gotta really endure. You gotta endure
different book, but it's the same point about having a good name. Because in the book of Tobit, remember when he was inquiring about where did the man come from, and he was like, he come from a good stock. In the book of Tobit,
I can't remember.
I'll find it in a minute. It says, what was I at? Verse 27 of 2nd Maccabees, the 6th chapter. Wherefore now, it says, wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will show myself such as one as mine age requires.
Hey, right. Hey, because when you are elder or you in any age, man, that comes with, like I say, with much given is much required, man. If you ahead of you a man in general, man, you got a reputation. You a leader, man. That comes with required. You don't have to literally be told, okay, you 80 years old, you got to still do the same thing you've been doing since the past 80 years. It's just natural, man. You know what I'm saying? Because back then you was a man, when you pretty much 12 and up, the responsibility just get more and more. Just like, hey, if you a father, you become a grandfather, great-grandfather.
You maturing.
You don't mean your son's still not going to come to you, all right, you 20, you ain't, they still going to come to you as a vice, because you still learning. That's the thing, the older you get, you still learning. You never, all right, I'm past the age of 40. I done experienced everything. It's just different levels.
Always go, yeah.
Because a good teacher is a better student. But
hey man, that's a good. Because you elevate even more of understanding.
That's right.
That's deep, man.
That's right. It says, and leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws. And when he has said these words, immediately he had went to torment. They that led him, changing the good will, they bear him a little before in hatred, because the foresaid speeches proceeded as they thought for a desperate mind.
So his friends really wasn't his friends.
That's right.
The Midianites, as soon as he said, the Midianites turned on him quick. So wait a minute, I thought we was all good. I thought we was buddies. I thought if I did this, see, they was all fucking a trap from the beginning.
Host. That's why you never trust your enemy, man. It says, but when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned.
Hey, stripes. So because I thought because you get like just on the because when we say stripes, we would talk about like, man, you earned your stripes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we would say that to one another, you know. But yeah, I know what he mean there. But you would be like, man, you earned your stripes, man.
It says he groaned and said, it is manifest unto thee, Lord, that hath the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains in the body by being beaten. But in soul am I content to suffer these things, because I fear him. And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble, courageous, and a memorable of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation.
You got it, Doc.
Right, so that's that good name he going into, man. He ain't sell out. He know he had the youth. And then Esau knew, just like the Lord called us, Jacob was on a righteous hand. Jacob was a rebellious, but no, hey, this the laws. So Esau, no, I got to take the head. I got to take pretty much the leader. And if I can make him go off, of course, they going to follow right behind him, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he got with virtue and honor, man.
He say, I would rather die than to have my nation look at this as folly, man. Somebody got to stand up. Somebody got to be the one to take charge and say, no, that shit wicked, that shit off, I ain't with that, man.
So it gotta be, it comes to a point when somebody gotta stand up. You're gonna come to that point, like, and that's the beautiful thing about it. It just naturally, somebody will have to stand up and say, look, that shit is wrong.
2nd Maccabees 6.
2nd Maccabees 6 chapter.
Got a precept.
Just real quick, Acts 17 and get 11.
It's Acts 17 and 11.
Yeah,
the book of.
Because I just want to touch on when brothers solo, because that's what be happening. I just want to just touch on brothers gotta be still in the spirit. Because that would it be, man, when brothers do by themselves. You get that?
This Acts chapter 17, verse 11. These were more noble than those. And Thessalonians, Thessalonica.
Yeah.
And that they received the word with all readiness of mind and served the scriptures, searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so.
And that's what's good. And when you by yourself, search the scriptures. You know, even if you not even reading, you just meditating on the scriptures. You still searching the scriptures in your mind. You just thinking of certain things.
If you just pick up the book and just bounce around,
You bounce around, precept to precept. You just
go there.
Yeah, watching the video, just listening to it.
Going over things that you ain't went over in a long time.
Yeah, and now just get verse 18.
Verse 18. Then certain philosophers of the Epicureans and of the Stoics.
Yeah, Stoics, and that's what it is. And I remember the apostle said the men of great millstones is basically like Stoics. You know, because the Epicurean is more like of a I would say like a joyful people. Like they take everything like they're not serious. They kind of childish people. Like but Stoics is real disciplined people. They real disciplined and stern, and that's how you gotta be on your solo. When you by yourself and you part way from brothers, you gotta be still have a stoic mindset, real, real discipline. Like I say, you gotta punch, work out, read, meditate. Like I say, I write things down. Hell, if you draw something, shit, do something, but don't be just out in this world on trying to get loosies and shit and all that other shit, man.
That's why the spirit is willing, the flesh is weak. Because I told a younger brother advice, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the flesh is weak. Shit. You know what I'm saying? The flesh is weak, so you got to force yourself to do things, man. That's what the Holy Spirit, even if it's like, damn, I ain't in the spirit, or, hey, just like the brother say, force yourself to pick up the Bible and just read a verse. The spirit is going to pick up. Then next thing you know, you read a whole damn chapter, and you in the spirit. All because you overcame that flesh and force. You got to do that, bro.
The most reading I do is when I don't feel like it and I just happen to pick up the book and read. I end up reading for like an hour. Like, damn, I need to feel like reading.
Yeah. And the scriptures is known as a comforter, so that's gonna comfort you, man. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta all it takes is that effort. Then once you do it, you read, the spirit is gonna pick up, man. Next thing you know, you're doing research, you read, you find out something, the spirit leads you to another, watch a video or something, then you edifying brothers. It just overcoming that moment of flesh, man. This is spiritual. This ain't fleshly. You ain't sitting here reading. The spirit is supposed to take over, man. And that, like the brother said, when you walking, you think and meditate upon the scriptures, that's walking in the spirit. Everything is spiritual, man.
And I was telling the Posh on the way down here, ever since I first watched my first video, it ain't been one day where I ain't read or watched the video in like 4 years. It ain't a whole 24 hours without doing nothing. I ain't did that yet. I ain't did it yet. A whole 24 hours?
Right.
Yeah. I can't do that, man.
Right.
Nothing?
Yeah, because you always do something, man. Whatever, you do something pertaining to the scriptures. You do something.
What are you guys reading?
Hey, so you got
Just wondering, is it the Bible or is it another?
Bible.
What scripture? I mean, what scriptures?
This Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Yeah, so you got to walk in the spirit. Hey, the spirit is start with the word, but the spirit is like how you think. And the spirit is to guide you, man. To guide you in the ways of the Lord, man. So you gotta constantly stay in the spirit. Of course, it's a balance. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, some brothers, work out, deal with a woman, temporary for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, end it through the spirit. It's gonna lead you to pray, because at the end, you really gotta pray. Even if you gotta even if you just say the name, the brother from who that DMV, I guess that's the DC town.
The
DMV.
Yeah,
That's
DMV.
Yeah, he would just say, even if you just say YAHWASHI, because sometimes in the flesh you get like that, man. But hey, you gotta take that time just YAHWASHI, you know what I'm saying? Just throw a quick prayer up, man. Yeah. And it really was leading us to the brother going into a lot of brothers is falling out the truth, or you know what I'm saying, falling to off of simple stuff.
And that's why I was trying to get into real shit that like I was trying to say, a real situation that was real shit that would be going on. That's why I say, like in your spare time, I know brothers gonna be doing them. Even when you do, just do it right, man. Do the right, like you know what I'm saying. Do you by just exercising, moving around. You dealing with, like the brother said, you want to go out to eat, get a little drink. Do that and do it the right way. Don't be out there simple, man. When you be out there simple and you vulnerable, I don't like being vulnerable, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit weak, man, because anything can happen any given time. 1 second can ruin your whole shit in this truth, man. One wrong decision. And that's how, and then what happened is, when a brother make that wrong decision, that shit eat them up. And they don't let it go. They don't repent from it. And then they go home and watch 20 pornos. And then now they're losing energy. And then you lost your job, and now you broke, and then you just blame God. Right. And now the truth ain't real. And now just off that one little simple thing. That's why we say, man, keep going, do something productive always.
It say, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Hey, so that tell you, hey, this is a war, man. Everything is a war.
Everything
When we
is a
talk about the
fucking
war,
war,
we
man.
ain't just talking about shit with Iran and Esau nuclear missiles,
Yeah,
man. This is a
this
spiritual,
is a
you
war.
your own worst enemy, man.
That's it.
Sometimes, hey, Lord, you gotta just, hey, the Lord knows what you want. Just say, hey, Lord, just let me overcome this flesh or whatever it may be, man. You know what I'm saying?
This Romans 8 and 5.
It's like it is a fun, and that financial war too. Don't let your finance get you so down out. That's a big thing that I had to work through. Like having no money, and you feel bad not having no money. Don't let that shit break you neither, man. Like just keep going. Like no matter what, like just be like, man, if you ain't got no money, man, it's a reason why you ain't got it right now, man. And then don't be so proud enough that you can't ask a brother for, like, if I hold 20 or something. This is shit that brothers fall out for, stupid shit, man. Like little shit that you could have just asked a brother for. That's why brothers here. That's why the scriptures say. What the scriptures say is you know, you clothed me when I didn't have clothes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, you helping a brother out, man.
This Romans 8 and 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Right. Hey, that's why you gotta have a perfect balance. Because of course we in the flesh, so you gonna mind stuff of the flesh. But if you walk according to the spirit, you're gonna be spiritually minded, man. What's the last part it said out?
It said, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Hey, right, it's life and peace, but carnal minded is the way of death. That's why it's important to have a balance, man. Yeah. So yes, you in the flesh, you see a woman, damn, she fine. We in the flesh, man, but don't let that consume you. Don't be carnal minded like, damn, I'm a man. Because you know how some jakes, they want to act like we in the kingdom. Oh, man, I can have many women, so fuck it, I'ma just do it. That's my right. You know, it ain't time for all that, man. That's fleshly, man. Yeah. We gotta get the word first. We gotta get ourselves right spiritually first, man. Cause this flesh ain't going in them chairs. This flesh you can't go before the Lord in this flesh, man. Your spirit gotta be right, man. Cause that's what the Lord see. The Lord don't give a damn about how tall you is, how strong you is. The Lord don't give a damn about how many women you pop. The Lord is worried about your spirit, man. When it comes to them dark hours and them, that's why cause even Satan fuck with you when you at your lowest estate, man. Yeah. But who say you work for? You work for the Most High, man. So that's it's just all a test, man.
And don't let everything get you up and down. Don't, you know, like in the Dallas camp, the brother was saying, don't let all these news, don't let this shit hype you up all the time and get you low all the time, man. Read it. Hey, what I think about the dude just got bombed, I just think he just got bombed. That's what I think about. What I think about the Puerto Rican earthquake, I think Puerto Rico just got hit with some earthquakes. Just that simple, man. Of course, you can line it up with prophecies, but don't let that shit weigh your spirit up and down, up and down.
Right, like the kingdom gonna come.
And then when it don't come, you all fucking down. Just take it how it is. Just be ready. I think nothing of it. I think it is what it is. I'm gonna do a preach about it, and you know, because I know how things got to play out. You know.
It say, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be.
Hey, and the spirit's so cold. That's why brothers tell brothers to watch videos, because you could be going through something and watch a video, and just that spirit off itself remind you, like, damn, this is what this is about, man. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. I'm tripping. I'm worried about, you know what I'm saying, this carnal shit. And the Lord just said, read that scripture back.
It say, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be.
Right, so you enmity with the Most High. This shit don't matter. This carnal mind shit, I'm stressing myself over with. I ain't ate in 2-3 days. Bullshit order. I'm worried about where the hell this woman at, why she ain't answering, man. Fuck all that, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Focus on it. And that's why you watch a video, a brother through this heat, you know what I'm saying? Brothers make videos all the time. You know what I'm saying? Every brother they brought forth fruit. You don't know when you make a video who you edifying, man. You don't know who you picked up through the
that's
spirit.
The spirit. I was just telling out this. I was in Akron yesterday. A dude was like, man, I know you from somewhere. I'm like, man, I ain't even from Akron, bro. He like, man, I know you from somewhere. I'm like, man, I ain't from Akron. He like, man, you from Cleveland? I was like, yeah, I'm from Cleveland. He was like, man, you an Israelite, man. I be watching y'all, man. That fucked me up, I'm like, oh, shit.
Kind of like, as far as, you know, the men of the Lord, we're the, you know, amongst the elect, you know, we're the, you know, celebrities. It's kind of like if you know, one of us, you know, ran into like Tahar, Gabar, you know, Ramla. It would be like just like the equivalent of you know, a 2/3 running into like LeBron James or something like that. So you never know, you know, how much of an impact you know you have.
I think the scriptures say in Zephaniah, right, about the fame.
Yeah, he give
praise and fame in the land when y'all had shame.
We can find that. Let's get that. I mean, if I look for it, y'all.
This 3:19.
3:19, he said.
I got a scripture. This Psalms chapter 55, verse 22. It say, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee, and he shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Right, hey. So cast your burdens upon the Lord, man. Understand the Lord is going to provide for you. The Lord is going to protect you. Don't worry about that, man. At the end, everything is in the hand. This is not in our power, bro. Hey, you got to understand that ain't nothing going to happen if the Lord don't ordain it, man. That's why the scriptures say, what the Lord joined together, let no man put asunder, man. So at the end of the day, if that woman ain't shit, the Lord is going to reveal it unto you. To hell with it, man. Don't get all fucked up. Damn, I loved her. You know what I'm saying? I just wish she could have just did. Man, listen.
We had a bond.
Right, we had a bond. Hey, look, that shit wasn't meant to be, man. You know what I'm saying?
My first. Look, I got a precept. Well, we had a thing.
We had a love.
This the book of Proverbs. Hey, just one thing, and then I'm talking about real situations. You know, and brothers love their cars. Anything happen to you, anytime anything happen with your cars, fuck it. Don't never let that take you out the truth with your materials. If hey, that, you know, if something happen with your car, get it fixed. Just that simple. Oh, I'm under the curses, man. Just change your fucking tire, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Don't making a big thing out of nothing. Yeah, don't go down that tunnel. My shit just got suspended out of nowhere. I didn't go crazy. I ain't, you know. I said, look, I just gotta handle it. That's just that simple. You know, if you can if you can just work your way through it. It's just, you know, don't go crazy, man. You know,
hey, pray to the Lord about it.
Pray to the Lord about it.
And leave it in His hands.
You know,
that's all you can do.
You talk your little shit, then get it fixed. Just that simple, man.
I seen too many brothers bounce back. That ain't nothing. With a cord, that ain't nothing.
Hey, and then the Lord said we kings and priests, man. So we know the ways of righteousness, and we see Esau do shit. We're gonna complain and bitch about it, because this ain't how things are supposed to be naturally. Right. Even the most wicked 2/3 Jake like, no, this shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that comes with the flesh, but at the end, leave it in the hands of the Lord, because when you do it yourself, you end up making the shit worse. Man. Go ahead,
you got it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 7. When the man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Hey, that show you the power of the Lord. Ain't nothing impossible for the Most High. The Lord make a bad situation better in the blink of an eye, man. You get a surprising phone call. Hell, the Lord had Esau do something decent. I ain't gonna say nothing righteous. do something decent where he look out for you like that, but you know it's the Lord. A nigga be like, oh, thank you, Esau. No, you thank the Most High, bro.
You thank the Most High.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you delight in the Lord. And what is that? Walking in the ways of the Spirit, man. Don't give it to that carnal mindset. Overcoming that temptation. The Lord said he deal with us as fire in the furnace, man. You know, he wants you to come out as gold, so he got to put you through that fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we going to be leaders of the Israel, man. Hey, two-thirds, this the Lord people as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I set you over my people. I need to make sure you worthy, man. Just like when Moses set, you know what I'm saying, hundreds over tens and tens. You know what I'm saying?
He put
thousands over hundreds, you know what I'm saying?
He put Joshua at the next head when he left, but he made sure Joshua was building up to deal with all the adversity you about to go through with dealing with your people, our people.
Right, and it wasn't just in the eyes of Moses. He wanted to make sure, hey, you got to be right with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just measured up to me.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Another precept. This is 1 Peter 3:12. The eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good?
Yeah, right. So whoever trusts in the Lord was confounded. If you do right by the Lord, ain't nothing harmful gonna come into you. Everything is edible. We ain't just catching. The Lord not putting us like just like group 4 and 6. I ain't pretty much sending us here for our destruction, man. We control the Most High to wrath. Right. But there's a reward at the end of this thing, man. We ain't just taking this upon ourselves. Hey, y'all brothers want to out here and catch him and persecuted. No, we doing this, let's be honest, we doing this for the Lord. We doing this for the righteousness sake, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the problem is this: people used to instant gratification. With this, you know, you gotta wait for them. You gotta wait for, you gotta wait for your reward. People, in this world, you want instant. You just want to get instant appeal. You got a 6-pack or appeal. Women, surgery. You got the baddest body in the world. Everything is, you just get what you want here. How the Lord works, you gotta work for your shit. The scriptures say you don't work, you don't eat, man. We got cold feet. We just stand down there doing what we gotta do. Just hey, just what man do. Hey, our rewards when YAHAWASHI get his reward. That's my, that's our reward. He get his reward first. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even, there ain't no reward. It won't be no reward. We be in body for the rest of our lives.
And then you don't want to walk in over grace in that day.
Yeah.
Because when all hell breaks,
I should have did this. I could have did this.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, when Jacob's trouble pop off, and through the Spirit, you see the Lord lifting up the standard of delivering you. Every cold winter you stood out here, rain. Every time you was sick, had elements you brought. You know what I'm saying? You came to camp. It's gonna be worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't let that get to you. Like, damn, I hope this pay off. You know what I'm saying? It's too cold, or damn, I've been out here, ain't nobody listening. Man, don't worry about all that. All that's gonna happen in a blink. When you see the destruction of the wicked, you're gonna be like, damn, I'm glad I went to camp, man. I'm glad I set my ass down and took them notes. I'm glad I came out here, was amongst the brothers, man. Brought out precepts, man. Yeah, my fingertips was cold, but at the end of the day, it was worth it, man.
And glad I was a doer of the word and not just the hearer.
See, Isaiah 1:18. All right, come now and let us reason together, saith the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. Or, and that was just, just like talking about, or, what they were talking about, or, as far as, eating, or, being, rewarded, or, that's the thing, or, that we're trying to be, or, willing and obedient, having, the faith in the works, or, so we can, get up on that chariot, or, so we can be, or, the first fruits, of the kingdom.
Yeah, and the cold, it's proven that cold make you stronger, make you mentally stronger. It does something like that's why they say some people take cold showers. It builds you up, but being out in the cold make you stronger.
Athletes take ice.
Ice. Enhance them mental. It gives you more confidence because awareness and confidence, because it's building you up for uncomfortable situations. So anytime that's why like me personally, I got better being in uncomfortable situations, but being out in the cold, because I'm used to being in an uncomfortable situation. So when some shit happens, it don't faze me as much because your mind always growing. So everything is a science to it. The Lord got everything. It's the reason why we out here in season, out of season. It's a method to the madness. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the scriptures say He didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of love and a sound mind. So you gotta have the Lord building us up mentally, so you can enhance and be able to.
Well, you gotta remember when everybody was freaking out on the ship when it was a storm. YAHAWASHI had a sound mind, and he said, "Look, man, what y'all tripping for, man?" He calmed the seas. It was cold. They was going crazy. They woke up. He was asleep. It was sound sleep, man. Hey, right.
Just one more real quick. All right, Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Oh, and we were also talking about, the fear of the Lord, or we were talking about, the Maccabees, or how that guy, like, his fear of the Lord, or exceeded, or the fear of men, or the fear of whatever could happen, or in the flesh, or and that, or and that was he received, or righteous recompense for that.
Yes, that was his fear. Seated, and when you get to that level, you want to stop. As a prophet, as a man of the Lord, when you reach that point, you know what I'm saying? You really understand that. It might take time, but when you really understand that, man, can nothing break you. You got that? Yeah.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 19.
What the brother was talking about.
Behold, at that time, I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
That's what it is. We gonna, the men of the Lord, like the brother said, we gonna, people gonna come, the brother said he sent you in Akron, it's gonna be a worldwide. Oh, okay, that was yesterday. So it's gonna be a worldwide thing is gonna happen, where the elect and then the YAHAWASHI started. Of course, no first. We're gonna get our faith.
Yeah. You say a worldwide thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the next verse. It says, "At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth."
Yeah, all the people on earth, because we was put to shame. Everyone, no matter where you go, if you ask about I'm gonna say it how they say it, the Black Americans and the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, they know. They say, "Oh, them people is oppressed people." Them people are, but they gonna be told that, man, we really the sons of God. They gonna say, no, really, they're the sons of God. Starting with the elect, 1/3. People rob and spoil. People know. Oh, black people. Oh, What? They ain't
good
nobody
athletes,
special.
They can dance and
Yeah,
sing.
yeah, yeah. They got a couple good things.
The niggers?
Yeah,
This whole
right, yeah,
time,
but
the niggers was the chosen people.
they gonna say that we the real. They gonna acknowledge that we got the Lord. The Lord chose us to be His people.
Yeah, saying the same land they was saying not to choose the Most High, they was proclaiming. And that's and it say what's that Romans 8 where it say the manifestations of the sons of the Most High.
Yeah, that's
8 and 18 or something like that.
8 like 20.
No, well, A and 18 talk about the suffering.
Yeah, the
so it's
suffering
like
of-
right
Yeah, 19
after that, it's
times,
like
yeah.
19 and 20.
Yeah, the manifest of the sons of the Most High. They ain't the first fruits, you the sons of the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and that ain't light, but it's a beautiful thing that come with it. It's a balance, man. What comes up must come down. What down must come up. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we started from the bottom. And hey, like I said, we're gonna be rulers in it. We're gonna be judges. Who the hell is we the judges? We ain't ever been at the bottom. We ain't, and that's the problem with Esau, man. Well, really, he just wicked, though. You know what I'm saying? The Lord created him to be wicked. He's just a wicked vessel. Like we're going into vessels made for dishonor, man. Vessels for destruction, man. That's what Esau is made for. But we gonna rule because we know how it was to be at the bottom. We know how it is to be forsaken and cursed, and that's what's gonna even be more, man.
Hey, man, we got the rule books, man. We know how to rule. Esau, this is the book to rule the world with in righteousness. That's why the world's so wicked, because they break every law and go against everything that's in the scriptures.
Right.
Everything turned upside down, and when YAHAWASHI cracked them claws, man, he coming to set everything back in order, man.
I got a scripture.
Some weird
It's Matthew
shit right
chapter
there.
26 and 29.
It's a dude.
This is Yahawashi speaking. He said, I'm going to say verse 28. It say, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until the day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom, man. Hey, so at the end of the day, it's to the point where the Yahawashi ain't going to really drink and feast, man, until the elect be gathering and drink and feast with them in the kingdom, bro. That's heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord, the Lord ain't up there partying, but you got niggas down here partying like they in the damn kingdom, man. Israelite partying, all this madness, man. That's why the Lord said judgment start at the house of the Most High. So these wicked niggas that's proclaiming they still Israelites, the judgment gonna start with them. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is light, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta forsake the Lord said He get you 100-fold, man. There's no excuse, especially in this time at the end to get Lord willing, because we know this is spiritual, but to fall off, man. You know what I'm saying?
First, miracle. So, YAHAWASHI
His first miracle
was turning wine. Water into wine. And he said he ain't gonna drink that wine until he with the elect.
Yeah, into the kingdom, bro. That's heavy, man. That first feast with YAHAWASHI, man. So that's something to labor for. That's something to shed blood for, man. That's gonna be everlasting, man. Through the Spirit. So this is a beautiful thing. This ain't the time to get weak. This ain't just no regular reward behind this, man. You're gonna be named one of those that suffer for the sake of YAHAWASHI. You want, brother, get me something? Give me Matthew 10 and 32. I don't know how long we want to go.
We're gonna go to 4:30. All right. You say Matthew who?
10 and 32.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 32. It says, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men.
And it's talking about YAHAWASHI because it's in red, so YAHAWASHI is speaking. Who the world even called Christ?
Him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven.
Hey, man. Hey, see, these people don't see this. They don't believe that, man. Oh, so the Lord, YAHAWASHI himself is going to confess you into the Lord, man. The YAHAWASHI said he going to crown brothers literally, man.
One by one.
Yeah. One by one, so he going to confess you.
So you going to walk up.
Right.
Like this, seriously, it's going to be a long line of brothers.
Kind of like,
you walk up, you go crown me, blah, blah, blah.
You know, it's kind of, I visualize it kind of be like, for those of you, that played any type of sports, and you had that that reward ceremony.
Yeah.
Or in the assembly, or they got like a table with even where it's like a trophy. Or and then.
Hey, they got your works. They got like you did this.
You get a handshake.
Hey, he say, this is serve that manifest me before the Lord. Hey, before the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and you gonna be a part of that adoption, man. But you got Jake that go in the NBA Hall of Fame and NFL Hall of. They take the down, but they had a little covering over the statue when they crying. That ain't gonna. Bro, we gonna be in tears, bro. And can't nobody, all that shit, that shit gonna be, ain't nobody gonna be thinking about that,
best
bro.
feeling in the world, bro.
People still talking about the deliverance from Egypt. So how much more today, bro? Everlasting, man. This is it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It say he that manifests my name before men, him will I manifest my Father which is in heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
This 2nd Ezra chapter 2 verse 35. It says, be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. Or receive the gift that is given you, and be glad, giving thanks unto him that have called you to the heavenly kingdom. Then it goes on to say, arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord, which are departed from the shadow of the world.
Yeah, that's talking about the elect. Because the elect, we departed from this wicked world, man. Spiritually.
It says, and have received glorious garments of the Lord. Take thy number, O Zion.
Glorious garments, man.
And shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. The number of the children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. But seek the power of the Lord, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. I, Ezra, saw upon Mount Zion a great people.
Yeah, like that Bone Thugs and Harmony video. They was going up the mountains. That's just a good illustration.
Crossroads.
The crossroads.
It says,
Miss my Uncle Charles.
That was it. Whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them were a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest. That's YAHAWASHI. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
Yeah, he said he set crowns on their heads, and that's how you do it. Quick history. What's this guy name? It's Napoleon. One time the Pope was about to crown him. He was a king. Yeah. Pope. Well, Pope was about to crown him, but Pope, he took the crown, put it on his own head, and they banned his ass from they banned him, man. Because he put it on his own head. You gotta let the crown get put on your head, man. That's some nigga shit. My crown, he took it. But you gotta actually, like the brother said, bow down, humble down, and let the Lord do that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shout that.
It says, so I asked the angel and said, sir.
Salaki, and that's what the King David's son did too. He crowned his own self.
Yeah, he was trying to
he said, look, I'm the king. Yeah, the brother like you can't really what was that? Absalom. He crowned himself. He said, I'm the king of Israel. Look, man, the Lord gotta choose you from the beginning. You can't force your way in this thing. This ain't that. You gotta humble down, do the work, and become the Lord gotta choose you.
It says, he answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahawah. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then I said unto the angel, what young person is that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands?
Yeah, because that's that youth. That's that youthfulness that we always gonna have. Because we was always meant to be not age, but always growing. Immortality, man. We're gonna be in our spiritual bodies, man. We're gonna be in our ultimate state. You gonna always be in your best version. You ain't gonna be all crippled and shit.
You'll always be in your prime.
You're gonna be in your prime, ultimate prime. You're gonna be in your ultimate prime.
It says, so he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of God, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Hey, that's what brothers are doing, combating the demons, scoffers, whatever. 2/3 of our people, whatever, we standing stiffly for the name of YAHAWASHI. In the past, hour, we've been going to exhortations for, hey, man, this is a beautiful war that this is what brothers is fighting for, man.
Hey, brothers.
Delighting it, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? You endure to the end. Hey, because they say preserved, man. Hey, so the elect is already reserved from the foundation of the earth. And brother read from the time of Exodus. You know what I'm saying? So this shows you, Esther seen this, you know what I'm saying, years ago, bro.
Yeah, and brothers in the standing stiffly, you standing stiffly, you falling down, getting up. You getting shaken, getting up. You just keep going.
It's still stuff that Daniel spoke about, Jeremiah, ain't even came to pass yet.
Get the charge in.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like plenty of things that's going on. Hey, this is just an exhortation, man. Stand and stay strong, man. This reward is gonna be worth. Honestly, hey, it's like that at moments that we ain't gonna even feel like we ain't gonna even deserve it, bro.
No. Some I bring my reward with me.
I don't know.
Hey, go ahead.
No, because look, it's so many. I know what you're talking about too. I know because there's so many. And then the spirit just going. You know how the spirit is.
This Jude 1:14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because the Lord gonna come back with an army. He gonna come back. He gonna get vengeance. Lord gonna get his reward. He want vengeance. The scriptures clearly say he want those who pierce him personally. You know what I'm saying? He say he want them personally. That's something he want. He want them dudes that pierced him.
Enemies his footstool.
He want them two dudes personally.
Right then, he said 10,000 just for completion. The Lord gonna come back with many angels and chariots, but and they gonna come back to deliver the elect. The 144 and a multitude. I got another one. This Revelations.
He gonna close out on this one.
This Revelation chapter 7, verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
Yeah, Lamb is YAHAWASHI. We stood before the Lamb, man, with pure hearted. And that's what it is, man, brothers. So we hope this was edifying. With that, we're going to give our praise to Yahawah.
BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Double honor to the apostles, elders of the great millstone, and salutation to the brothers that is teaching in love and sincerity, man. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.